Special one from the government of Ghana, Ghana National Petroleum Corporation,
GNPC, Ministry of Youth and Sports, Unibank, Huawei Ghana, Guinness Ghana Limited, Latest Phone, Puma, Rice Master, Avicona Ghana is the cleaner gun.
To the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. Come on!
Ghana Blasters, once again we're gonna fire. 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 Fire! 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 Ghana Blasters, Zambia you're gonna make a war. Ghana Blasters, once again we're gonna fire. Yes, Rabbi Biara, Zambia you're gonna make a war. Ghana Blasters, once again we're gonna fire. Fire!
Tonight.
We have 12 points in the bag. Madagascar brought 10. This is an opportunity for us, guys. The coach have done his tactics and everything, but the psychological part of the game. Because when I was playing, guys will push me every time to the top. It doesn't matter wherever you play. You know, sometimes you can come and then your club will tell you, you have to be careful, you have to do this, you have to do that. When you are going to a World Cup, it's the most ultimate part. We've got about 3 games to go, guys. I'm looking at the psychological part. Let's go 100%, guys. Let's go 100%. I want Ghanaians to see you guys heckling and fighting, and the results come by itself. Please. That's all I want from you guys. You have great players.
I am here on behalf of all Ghanaians as the President of the Republic to just cheer you on and encourage you. Ghanaians have had their hearts broken by the fact that we didn't qualify for the AFCON. But even where we qualified for the AFCON, we crashed out very early the last time. And so we haven't given up on you. We still believe that the Black Stars can find its glory again. And it's dependent on you and the technical team and the management committee. It takes sacrifice, it takes strength. We all like to watch you when you play for your teams, and we expect that you bring some of that dedication to the national team. Playing for the national team is not as lucrative as playing for your individual teams. But still, that sense of pride and patriotism that your nation, has gone to the World Cup is something that is worth dying for. And so, before you start the qualifiers, let's put the AFCON debacle behind us, and let's look forward. I know that in the World Cup qualifiers, you're going to redeem yourselves. If we play and we qualify, Ghanaians will find it in their hearts to come fully behind the team again. And I know you can do it. I mean, you're all talented players. We're going to continue to support you, not only for the World Cup, but beyond. We think that we must build a very strong team. And the way to build a strong team is to find the resources to bring you together as much as possible so that you're playing together. And then also to look for young talents to join you so that you also can play with them and bring them up as the next generation of the stars. I'll take time off and watch the game myself. Even though my heart is not very good at watching soccer, I will brave it. They say I should eat before I go and sit down. And my hope is that you will justify my sitting and watching you guys. The whole of Ghana is going to be behind you, and I'm sure that you can make it.
Amenye, kwe. If you cannot jollof, Waka say if you cannot jollof, see. Don't joke. What are you talking about? Hey, my bro. God no be lefty.
Well done, well done. But when you come here, we're going to kidnap you. We're not going to allow you to go back to Dortmund. Where we'll, so be very careful when you're entering. You might not be able to leave Ghana again. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you. It's the best possible birthday present I could have had.
Don't carry lasso. Don't carry.
Top of the issues is the Ghana Black Stars. I don't know if we should mourn them, we should celebrate them, we should sack them, we should dissolve them, we should ignore them, we should interfere with GFA so that FIFA will ban us. What exactly do you think we should do? I mean...
You read at the Accra Sports Stadium, 5-0, Black Stars, more fire.
First goal. What do you Don't be shy. It's been years.
And I appreciate Prince very much. set with that book. I've been waiting for so long. It's been, I don't know how many years.
6 years?
Maybe more. And this is my first goal.
More is on the way.
It means a lot to me.
Yeah, it means a lot to us.
Also,
It's true. More is coming.
Inshallah,
by God's grace. Yeah.
To come and the marathon continues.
The marathon continues. Come on, boys. First goal. Don't be shy. It's been years.
And I appreciate Pencil very much. Set with that book. I've been waiting for so long. It's been, I don't know how many years.
6 years?
Maybe more. And this is my first goal.
More is on the way.
It means a lot to me.
Yeah, it means a lot to us.
Also,
it's true. More is coming.
Inshallah,
by God's grace. Yeah.
To come and the marathon continues.
The marathon continues. Come on, boys. First goal. First goal.
Can I do my prediction?
2-1 or 3-0.
That's for you.
You want to predict today too?
Yeah.
Annie, this one I beg you. You talk about the Galamsey issue, talk about the cyber issue, and leave football for us. I beg you.
I'm not taking football.
The last time, I'm young. 2-0. 2-0.
I'm predicting 2-0.
Yeah. Most likely that one too can happen. But I am just.
No, please stay in your corner. Let me see.
Okay, well, fine.
2-0 for me.
That's okay.
3-0.
Let's see who wins.
Yeah, 3-0. Sorry, 2-0 for me.
2-1 or 3-0
for you.
Yeah.
That's our prediction.
Government is broke. But people are spending billions to go inside the government that is broke. Have you ever seen a minister who resigned because government is broke before? Government has no money. Have you ever seen a governor who said, ladies and gentlemen, when I was elected, I thought the government had money. Now I discover government has no money, I resign. Have you ever seen it? Government has no money, but they are bringing money out at election time. Where is that money coming from? So they are lying. What is happening is that there are two types of wicked people in government. Type 1, they eat current money. Any money they find in government, they will eat it. They are wicked about that one. There is type 2. Type 2, they eat current money and future money. They will say, my term will end next year. When I leave, how will I eat money? Let me borrow money now and borrow money of the future and eat it now. Government is broke. But people are spending billions to go inside the government that is broke. Have you ever seen a minister who resigned because government is broke before? Government has no money. Have you ever seen a governor who said, ladies and gentlemen, when I was elected, I thought the government had money. Now I discover government has no money, I resign. Have you ever seen it? Government has no money, but they are bringing money out at election time. Where is that money coming from? So they are lying. What is happening is that there are two types of wicked people in government. Type 1, they eat current money. Any money they find in government, they will eat it. They are wicked about that one. There is type 2. Type 2, they eat current money and future money. They will say, my term will end next year. When I leave, how will I eat money? Let me borrow money now and borrow money of the future and eat it now.
Good morning. Welcome to the show. This is Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. My name is Audu Moro, and the show is also live on 94.1 FM. We're also on satellite. We're on the Multi-TV digital platform, and we're also on many other digital platforms as well. You can see that, on your left side of your screen. So just in case you want to follow us there, please look at that and tune in. So today is the 9th of October 2025, and this is certainly the day the Lord has made. We're glad in it. I want to say a big thanks to Almighty God for giving us the rare privilege of coming back here to join the nation's conversation on the big issues that matter to you, or the big issues that are making the rounds in the newspapers. I'll start with the Daily Graphic, as usual. I'm now about to do the headlines. So, Black Stars edge closer to World Cup dream. Black Stars edge closer to World Cup dream. Crush Central African Republic 5-0. Remove politics from Galamsey fighter. Penyo Marking calls out politicians. Misappropriation of public funds. President directs fast-track prosecutions. That's with the Daily Graphic. The Ghanaian Times. Government releases 195.5 million cedis for SHS feeding primetime arrears. Ghana earns $370.3 million from petroleum revenue first half 2025. PIAC. On ending infractions in Auditor General's report, there's government gets tough on corporates. President hints at fast-track prosecution. And there's a HPV vaccination targets 2.4 million girls. And there's combating cocoa smuggling. Cocoa Board reviews existing reward scheme. The Daily Guide. Daily Guide. Serial killer confesses to killing 15 people. Minority blows alarm over NDC foot soldiers recruitment. NPP sets Friday for flag bearer ballots. Musa Ahmed appointed judicial secretary. Mahama ministers not paid in 9 months. The Inside. Brian takes over Greater Accra in groundswell of momentum. There's Ukraine. Why Zelensky's boys? EU warmongers want conflict with Russia to continue. TikTok, Oracle, and Israel. The new geopolitics of algorithms. And then there's also new Equiapimhini nominee named after legal clarity. And there's Resurrection Power Church in turmoil as concerned members demand accountability over depleted coffers. Krabwa Kota residents demand probe into deadly shooting, alleged wrongful police arrest. Supreme Newspaper. NPP aspirants pick positions on ballots tomorrow. National security operatives accused of unlawful vehicle seizure in Ho. Victim petitions president. There's Lightwave e-healthcare reaffirms commitment to Ghana's e-health agenda amid contract delays. Okuapemang elders announced selection of new Okuapemhene Odeshi Kwesi Ekofu. And there's Krabwa Kota residents demand urgent probe into shooting and wrongful arrest. There's Ni Anyate charts bold path for La Dadeko Topon's modding transformation. Daily Post. Mahama pushes for swift prosecution of officials implicated in audit reports. Akando launches HPV vaccine program, calls on populists to disregard conspiracy theories. President Mahama approves Musa Ahmed as Ghana's 17th Judicial Secretary. Congratulations, Alaji. And I can only wish you well. Anyway, the New Republic. Park shocker. Mahama demands express lane to Insawam for corrupt officials. Mahama arms anti-Galamsey forces as pressure mounts on mining front. 1 killed, 15 people. While murder suspect confesses as police probe serial killings across Savannah region. Equiapim Palace School revisited. Queen Mother demands removal of state-installed chief amid fresh allegations. Ministers unpaid as payroll crisis deepens. 12 institutions threaten strike. And there's Mahama arms anti-Galamsey forces. I guess I've looked at that already. Right, so that's it for the papers that we have today. Please stay with us. This is Good Morning Ghana. Don't go anywhere.
Sometimes the unexpected happens and the hero falls down in his own story. But he needs not stay down for long. Cosmopolitan Health Insurance is your trusted health partner. Whether an individual building a business, with Cosmopolitan Health Insurance, your medical care is our concern. For the best health insurance solutions for corporate institutions, groups and associations, families and individuals, choose Cosmopolitan Health Insurance from our over 700 accredited health service providers nationwide. Call us on 0302 540 668 or 0501 678 547 for all your health insurance solutions. Cosmopolitan Health Insurance, your medical care is our concern.
Chia winning Nara, me ding Eddie Baby Dapa, me dear strong cran ebremo. Now did what you any woman with you and Japan of Debremo. And no any summer spices. Summer spices in here, and well no mebreo, various flavors, Upenya a yako, Upenya nemchi, you do good jollof muma and we get dead, Upenya you do quam, you do for you, hot nako pibito, na Emma with Gianni, and yet dead. When you mean ya, young con your cocotina for Eka.
Down your communication, you all enjoy Uduba, that Samu spices. What in the essence, don't fight. I'm taking the Samu spices in a Sabi, Daddy so say. Samu spices, Munsam.
Samu spices, Yama chicken.
Samu spices. In Sanaka in Kitwa, measure 10 grams. Your chicken, spaghetti, garlic and ginger, stew, can jollof, and the flavors of Bebre.
Samu spices, yes, Saka.
I'm a brand manager. Of course, I accept only quality and affordable printed souvenirs for my promotional campaigns.
I'm the head of academic affairs of a very important institution in Ghana. Of course, we only deal with quality, reliable printing companies for our institution's printing materials. I'm talking about Appointed Time Printing.
Appointed Time Printings. We take pride in our extensive print scope that transform your ideas into captivating visual masterpieces. We delve into the core objectives and vision of each print project. Precision printing is at the heart of our printing process as we meet your tight deadlines. Our rigorous inspection, color verification, and overall printing excellence are assured. 20 years of printing excellence. It's always a pleasure working with you to create a vibrant, dazzling printing experience that gives you a masterpiece. Appointed Time Printing, your world of quality and affordable printing.
Brush, 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 brush your teeth. Brush, 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 2 times a day. Brush with Kel-Kit.
Hello, my friends. My name is Kel-Kit Toothpaste.
Wow.
I was made to be gentle on your gum, but protected. I will protect your teeth from cavity, make your teeth whiter, stronger, keep your mouth fresh all day. And best of all, I'm strawberry flavored. So put on a smile and try me.
That's amazing.
Just try me. That's my job.
If you say so, jump on my brush. Makes your teeth stronger, chicky chicky whiter, chicky chicky stronger. Yay! You did it!
I'm glad you like your new toothpaste. Don't forget to brush both day and night.
Kel-Kit, happy smile.
In life, choice is good, but choice plus safety is way better. Your safety and comfort is paramount. Under the cylinder recirculation model, you can buy LPG in a safe environment. All cylinders are inspected and maintained to the best safety standards, so your safety is assured. Just take your empty cylinder to the nearest exchange point and swap it for a filled cylinder. Different cylinder sizes will be available to meet your pocket size. Imagine cooking in a smoke-free environment. This will improve the health and well-being of you and your family. Choose LPG in a safer model of distribution. Cylinder recirculation model. Securing your safety. Creating more jobs. A message from the National Petroleum Authority under the patronage of the Ministry of Energy.
Promo. Your most preferred estate partner
is giving a massive 20% discount on land sale. Yes, for our Founders Day promo, Estate Masters is offering this special discount for outright purchases up till the end of September 2025.
Purchase your tracks today.
This cuts across all our available sites, and upon purchase, you get to enjoy a free indenture and free site plan. Our site visits are also free, so rush now and secure a plot of land while this offer lasts. Estate Masters, your most preferred estate partner.
Diwo hene yero ho baabi ateno so de ho kama pa ne nsuo ne nsane na wakwa ase wakosesa na mfie bi edaye ne no ye nkora wo ya yarefo na wo de sa ateno wa ba kokora na wuko wai na kwa akotunya diwo hene yero ho baabi ateno so de ho kama pa ne nsuo ne nsane na wakwa ase wakosesa na mfie bi edaye ne no ye nkora wo ya yarefo na wo de sa ateno wa ba kokora na wuko wai na kwa akotunya diwo hene yero ho baabi ateno so de ho kama pa ne nsuo ne nsane na wakwa ase wakosesa na mfie bi edaye ne no ye nkora wo ya yarefo na wo de sa ateno wa ba kokora na wuko wai na kwa akotunya diwo hene yero ho baabi ateno so de ho kama pa.
Also for aha a revolving on the Dunkwa road no enra area ena galamsey for no eteswa omoye adwumayo asemo.
There's not even fish in it. No, fish can survive poisonous water, and that is what you can see behind me. This were the only source of water in your hometown. How will you feel now? How will you feel? There's no way you can say that you want to fetch some and put it in your bucket and wait till you get maybe a clean water out of it. It's poisonous. There's not even fish in it. No, fish can survive poisonous water, and that is what you can see behind me. This were the only source of water in your hometown. How will you feel now? How will you feel? There's no way you can say that you want to fetch some and put it in your bucket and wait till you get maybe a clean water out of it. It's poisonous.
We let Ashanti down because we didn't lose their votes. NPP let Ashanti down because they didn't have flyovers. But I have been in meetings where MPs from Ashanti region have said that And yet flyovers do, they want their community goes down. And in politics, you are supposed to give people what they say they want, not what you think they want. They wanted their community roads. And when you look at the number of roads that was done in Ashanti region, per capita across the country, you can't say that MP left Ashanti region. Yet, an angry person was apologizing for disappointing Ashanti, for neglecting Ashanti. Now, if you want to win in 2028, and this is your attitude, that's what Yatu said, one yard. There's a difference between humility, okay, and knocking yourself down. You can show humility, and let me put no say, ATM, you expected more from us. And we are sorry that we couldn't deliver all that you asked. But politics is a competitive, comparative game, in the sense that it is between you and I. That's what it is. So if you accept the propaganda and you say, forget about even the propaganda, you accept, or you say, you did not do well. You did well under very difficult circumstances. But if you go on and looking at just the negatives, how then do you stand up and say, 2028 is our best chance? How is 2028 going to be your best chance? How do you go and convince the Ghanaians the friend is saying, oh dear, I'm sorry, oh dear, I failed you, but my members is here. Then you have to wait your turn, whatever that turn is. You must be bolder in defending what you did. You must be humble in accepting where you fell short. All right? And you must have the confidence to say, look, in spite of this and that, I can tell you, I built more roads than any government that has spent the number of times that I spent in the office. I can tell you that I did more for health. I did more for agri. I did more for education. I did more for the military. I did more for the police. I did more for so many areas. You can see all that because the facts are there. The facts are there, but you sit there and you blame yourself and you feel sorry for yourself and you want to come back to office in 2028. Are you serious?
A journey a hand free hand, side journey a hand free hand. Obi showing was a line trouble mount for 2 missions. Now, but Banatan for Miso. Side Jay Casano. More canny or Cadia, most will be Casana Bosso, will be a number, and now put some no cano. It's what can now put some no cano. It's no cano, and I put some no cano. Tam Berna, yet a parliamenta. Honorable Mokatani Bishiai. I don't know correct. Rather, you're by Kumasia. Emma, regional minister, ni share so be an funny key rules, Brana. Said me should be the meaning here key rule. Yeah, if you got them, can say, oh, should be the Yakwana year, maybe they them crazy and a and also had to be here quiet because I don't know here should be quiet to really Lashima a MPP. Yeah, if you got on a Quabri for the next and Quabri is to be yeah, and all come for being called, but should be the okay because the Quabri was not chase to be. And then they share cannot them, but I say, only a Sunday APCI. And the answer for communal roots. At the end, Honorable Eugene, maybe I don't know. I'm coming on tomorrow. We don't the parts we do know. Umya party my son, and party. No more come on tomorrow. But of course, I said about almost check for Bufu and not to quite cost between Napo and no, and that's about platform bishop. Yes, because as you didn't the time, in that road for Ashanti region, time in a year from city, some 10 councils in a year time in parliament. I was the Coco secretary. Or no, my push about Ashanti region. No, my push about Ashanti region. Nipa, Casavina, on Livio Sample for Cano. Baby, I don't know, a sour woman to the party. Mamma can say be a monk of football because you're not going to win. Obiara ni wa otumi bi exam platform so kasa e Ashanti region MPs was a Hannah Abano do na free no mo be de mo be we na mo kwa mo de mo kono mo nye party man mo ko kwane ko kape na mo sa de nam ene ye say party na be kan se ma nye no kro na mete wa na mo be ka to me so e fa na mo kwata ni hia ai nye no kro ba be kire mi na die enti na empa kana fo chew e die enti se e dwani ahantan firi he sa dwani ahantan firi he obi so nko sa line trouble ma ho so tumi hye nsa na be na tena mi so sa dwa kasa no mo ka ne ko kadia mo so obi kasa na boso obi ese na be nya abutisem na o keka no ese mo ka nya abutisem na o keka no ese mo keka no nya abutisem na o keka no ta be na ye ta parliamenta ono bo mo kwata ne be hia ai anya no kre rather ye ba kumase ha ena regional minister ni hia so obi an fa ne key road brana se me subi de ni here key road bia if you go dem ka say o subi de ya kwa ne ye be be dem ka kra say ye ne be ye. And also, I had to be here quiet because I don't know here. Subi quiet to be in Lashima, a MPP. Yeah. If you got on a Quabri for the next time, Quabri is to be yeah. And all for being called. But Subi, okay. Because the Quabri was not chasing me. And then when they say, cannot them, but I say, only a Sandy APCI and the ASF communal roots. At the end. Honorable Eugene, maybe I don't know. I'm going to come on tomorrow. We don't the parts we do no. Umunya party my son, any party. No more come on to. Well, because I said about almost check for bufu and not to quite cosopa between Napo and no. And yes, about platform be so. Yes, because as you didn't yeah, time, yeah, in that rules for my region, yeah, time in a year from city, side 10 consoles, yeah, more Juma. Yeah, time in parliament. I was the Coco secretary. Or no, my push about Ashanti region. No, my push about Ashanti region. Nipa yesi nipa kasa wi na onini o se mpan fo kan no ba bia edu no esre wo mo nkoma no to denye party.
Yep. This is Good Morning Ghana. You're live on 94.1 FM again on your radio dial. So tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. That alternatively you can tune into 94.1 FM if you can't watch us on TV. You can also tune to Metro TV Online. In fact, you can log on to Metro TV Online. That's what I should be saying. And Metro TV Online. Let's call us on Facebook and also on YouTube and watch the show live as well. So my guest is here. He's seated. There's definitely going to be two of them, but one of them is here. I'm talking about the man Daniel Nikwate Titus Glover. He's a former MP for Tema East, a former Deputy Transport Minister, a former Greater Accra Regional Minister, and he's an MPP stalwart that I can tell you for a fact. He's also aspiring. Yes, I mean, politicians have ambitions, don't they? He's aspiring to be the next national organizer of the Kokroko Party. That's the New Patriotic Party. So, Onuba, Mingabwe.
Obake.
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 Are you for it?
I'm for it.
Oh, really?
I'm for it. Obake, it's a very... First of all, good morning to your cherished viewers. It's been a while since I came around.
Yeah.
You're still looking fresh.
Oh. Tomobo in my life. How else do you expect me to look?
You look fresh. I'm proud of you. It's a Wodenje. I know where you are driving at, but
thank you.
I will not be attempted to say further. But I really missed you guys.
Well, we miss you too. It's good to see you.
No, but so far so good.
So far so good, Ona.
I'm good.
You're just telling me you are for the Obake.
You know, we at the time we never had the opportunity to do the explanation well.
Okay.
Because what identifies us as Gadangme is about the language we speak.
Yeah.
The festivals we celebrate. In the calendar year, the first to start is the Plejo. Tema, Boom, and Pram. Popularly called Bubla. They celebrate the Plejo festival.
Okay.
It is normally celebrated, it is the first to celebrate. Depending on the traditional calendar, they will celebrate before Easter or after Easter.
Okay.
Then when you've finished, then Nungwa will prepare the grounds for the Mowo.
Okay.
Where you see the Babu Ulomo sending his men to Oyibi.
Right.
And they walk all the way from Oyibi through Sasabi, Katamanso, all over.
Yeah.
Then to Nungwa town.
Okay.
And they bring the corn for him to be sprinkled and all that.
Yeah.
They also do some Kulejo alongside.
Okay.
Then the Homo will follow.
Okay.
The Homo is a general festival within the Ghana and the Dangwis.
Okay.
Then when you are done in October, first week, we have the Shais.
Right.
They celebrate the Mayim. Then the Kubos.
Okay.
They also celebrate the Mayim. So these are the things that identify the language we speak, our festivals,
right.
our customs, and our tradition.
Yeah.
So because of the fact that people have traveled to Accra, you see, when the Wulomo is praying,
okay,
he's pouring the libation, and he says, Ablekuma Abakumawo.
Okay.
Ablekuma is referring to strangers,
right,
visitors, to come and be part of us.
Okay.
Of course, it's not only a native alone that can develop Islam.
Right.
You need other people.
Right.
People from all over to come. And now we've prayed and people have all come to Accra to help us in the development. Now our language is going.
Right.
Moro, the Ghana language is gone. In some schools, they are not even taught.
Yeah.
I was taught how to write Ghana by an account teacher. Mrs. Osafu Bwabi. My lawyer, Ja Osafu Bwabi. His mother taught me how to write Ghana, and I can. Wow. Because she was taught and she studied the Ghana. So if we don't speak your language, if you don't talk about it, you'll be extinct. Why? So clearly, when the Giga, regards to him this morning and the team up there, they are doing a great job. So when we start talking about it, people started to begin to be throwing dust into it. And as if what we are trying to talk about is not important. Not at all. All we are saying is that we need to recognize our own. So nobody should demean anybody's language. After all, you're in Accra. So if you've written Wezo Akwaba, add our own to it. Because the edifice is here. So don't take anything out. Just add our own. So that when you are doing the explanation, they'll know that they all mean the same thing. So with time, we've bought into it. And I've said this, and let me repeat it. We have lived so well with every tribes. We have lived so well. And people have really grown and developed and succeeded in Accra. So if we're asking for us, let us appreciate what we also have. I don't think we're asking for too much. In 1877, when the capital was brought from Cape Coast to here, that has led to all these migration for people to come. And finally, the Gamanche at the time, Kintakitawe the First, His Royal Majesty, you know he defiled the British. They approached him that he should join forces with the British forces to go and fight the Ashantis and bring the golden stool. You know what he told them?
What is it?
He told the British whether the golden stool is for them.
Yeah.
When you were coming from England to the Gold Coast, did you come with any gold? If the Ashantis have managed to get whatever they have, and you want me to join you to go and fight my own people, I'm not going to do it.
Right.
So because he defiled, they have to take him to exile.
Yeah.
In Elmina for about 3-4 years. So we have lived so well with every people. So all that we are saying is that we want to promote our language. We want to promote our culture and our tradition.
Okay.
Don't you see me dancing Kulejo with my people? Before I became member of parliament,
I've seen that video.
Carrying the chair,
Yes,
dancing
yes,
with the
yes,
flag.
yes, yes.
I'm identifying myself with my people. It doesn't make me different. When Okobo Evis, I invited him in 2018 to the Temak Kulejo. When he saw me, he said, wow, I'll do one intention. And the following year, in 2019, he did it.
Okay.
So we need to identify with our people.
Yeah.
My background, part of me is from Jelukope, my mother's side.
Okay.
When you see a typical Anglo man, a gentleman, he goes to a program and they are beating the drums. They will just throw the towel, the cloth to him. They tie it around his waist.
Right.
And you see him dancing beautifully. That makes you who you are.
Right.
You are Dabang, are you not?
Yeah, well, I'm Gonja.
You are Gonja.
Yes.
Ashankushu. So when you identify with your people, Charlie, That's the way you have to go about it. So
okay,
we are promoting our language. Obake.
Let's continue with the conversation. I mean, out there, it's a very interesting one, and I appreciate your thoughts on this matter. But I also do know that you. I mean, the last time I checked, you were still interested in becoming your party's
national organizer. That is a fact.
How are the grounds?
So far, so good. So far, so good.
Okay.
And what I can say is the concentration currently is on the presidential primaries.
Okay.
But we are doing the best that we can.
Right.
I'm contesting for the position because we need a mature hand now to reflect and rebuild this party. The work generally is going to be on the shoulders of the national organizer.
You say you need what? There's something you said. You say you want to contest because you need something. I didn't hear.
We need a matured hand.
Oh, matured.
A matured hand, yes. Somebody who has gone through the mill. You know, I started from the grassroots.
We don't have that now.
I'm speaking for myself.
Okay.
You know, so I'm speaking for myself because
somebody will say, but if
what I'm saying is that
why change it?
He's no more interested in it. He's no more running.
Oh yeah, okay.
You know,
that's not a B.
Yeah, he's no more running.
Right.
So that's why I'm saying that you need a more experienced hand to manage the department of the organizer.
Right.
Because this is where you want to organize a lot of people.
Right.
A lot of party people have disenchanted because they are not happy with where things are going.
Right.
There's the need for you to go to these people, engage them, speak to them in a way that they really appreciate. I cannot be a former assembly member.
Right.
I cannot be a former MP for 8 years. I've served on the appointment committee. I've been a deputy ranking member for the Committee of Trade and Industry. I became a chairman of that same committee. I cannot be a CEO of VACO. I cannot be a regional minister.
Yeah.
Chairman of the Regional Security Council.
Yeah.
With all these experiences. And you are saying that I cannot step forward.
Okay.
So it's important that we sit down and look at structurally how we can build this party.
Okay.
So I think that I stand tall when it comes to party work. Former Assistant Secretary in Tema East, a former campaign member of the region, the national level. So in all spheres of this party, I've paid my dues. So I think that I can offer myself better to lead the national organization of our party.
Right.
And in this work, you need to listen more. I'm not the type that makes a lot of noise. I do more of grassroots, ground operations, and all that. So it's not about social media. No, I'm not interested in that. It's about real work that to be done. So I think that the party should count on. They saw my performance the last time.
Yeah.
When I was going, they thought I was joking.
You lost by a whisker.
So clearly, there's a lot that we can do together.
Right.
Make sure that we manage to package our party and rebrand the party and the presidential candidate together with the parliamentary candidates. I think that there's a lot that we can do together.
Okay.
So delegates very soon.
Yeah.
You'll be seeing me around. Yeah. After the presidential one, there will be a timetable for the polling station, the electoral area, the constituency, the region.
Yeah.
So we are there. I'm coming.
All right. I mean, for very good reasons, you have decided not to tell the world who your preferred candidate is in your upcoming presidential primaries. I mean, you are contesting a national position. You don't want to be seen to be aligned. You know, it makes sense. But I'm told that on Friday, your party is going to do a ballot of the presidential aspirants. I mean, it's in today's daily guide, and it says MPP sets Friday for flag bearer ballot. Is on page 3. We're told that the opposition New Patriotic Party is from Ebenezer K. Amponsa, who is a reporter with the Daily Guide. It says the opposition New Patriotic Party has scheduled Friday, October 10, 2025, for the balloting of positions for aspirants ahead of its presidential primary on January 31, 2026. In a letter signed by William Yamwa, Secretary to the MPP Presidential Elections Committee, all 5 aspirants vying to lead the party into the 2028 general elections have been invited to participate in the balloting exercise, which will be held at the party's headquarters at Asylum Down in Accra. The chairman of the committee has directed me to extend an invitation for your participation in a balloting process to determine your positions on the ballot paper for the upcoming January 31 presidential primary. The balloting follows the successful completion of the vetting process in September, during which all 5 aspirants were cleared to contest for the flag bearer slot. The vetting, described by the party as rigorous and highly transparent, assessed the aspirants' track records, vision, and commitment to the MPP's core values over the years. Now, among those cleared to contest are former General Secretary of the party, Kwabena J. Japon, who has campaigned on internal party reform, youth empowerment, and restoring discipline. And it tells us other, it gives us a list of persons who have qualified. I think that is public knowledge. I don't want to bore our viewers with all the names and what they stand for in terms of their vision, what their plans is, what plans are for their party. But before I allow you to weigh on this, Annie has been worrying me. She says she's been bothering me. She says she has a surprise for you.
For me?
Yes, Annie. You know she likes you very
much. You
mean
Enter P?
Yes.
Enter P?
Yes, Annie. Ampofu.
Enter P?
Yes, Enter P. Yes, yeah. yes. She has a surprise. I don't know what it is.
What is it?
Yes. Annie, what do you have for him?
I was sharing with you the fact that you don't need to separate yourself from your people.
Yeah.
You don't wait when there's an opportunity before you get to your people. The only thing I've not done as a Ga is not go to fishing.
Okay.
Because growing up, my late father made sure when we visit our granny at Newtown, even though his brothers and cousins, most of them are fishermen, we can go to the canoe beach, but not to go on fishing.
Yeah.
So this is typical Titus Glover. I've seen my grandmother part of this celebration. I came to saw my mother, I saw my uncles, my aunties, everybody. So for me to associate myself, it makes me feel proud.
Yeah.
It makes me feel humble that, look, I'm a Ga. So this is what you are saying. I think 2023 Bleju Festival in Tema. And when those days, I bring both sides, NDC, MPP, all of them.
Okay.
The day I brought, 2019 was my last time when I brought Osafo Mafo before the COVID.
Okay.
He said he doesn't know that Gans, we have rich cultures like this. Because this festival basically is about, in the course of the year, if you have done something good, they will sing and praise you.
Yeah.
But if you have done something bad in the course of the year, they will sing and insult you to reform.
Right.
This is the essence of the festival.
Right.
Then they do their normal rituals, prayers, everything, pacify the town. It started way back from Adam, not today.
Yeah.
So Annie got it right. And Titus Glover, I'm versatile. I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere. I can do everything.
She has a second surprise for you.
Ego.
You know, she's a very good singer herself. She's part of the International Central Gospel Church choir.
Oh, she sings praise and worship.
Oh, she's a very good singer.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
In fact, as we speak, she's working on an album.
Wow.
Yeah, she intends to launch it very soon. But she's asked me to ask you whether you'd be interested in featuring on one of her songs in the album.
Really? It depends.
After seeing what we just saw, the video.
I don't mind.
You don't mind?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
And it is an ambush.
Because you're a very good singer.
A voice. I want to present, you know.
Yeah.
I want to Legon.
Yeah.
I'm a good singer.
Yes. You sing well.
These uncles. They must.
So you grant Annie her wish?
She should make an application.
Oh.
I'll grant it. I'll grant it.
Application, I mean, you know.
I'll grant it.
All right, I hear you. So I take it that request granted. So
It's
that's
granted.
fine. We can move on now. Andy, so you have Titus Glover featuring one of the songs in
Backing
your
vocalist.
upcoming out. Yes, a backing vocalist. Yes. And the thing about, Annie raps and sings at the same time.
She was NTP.
Oh yeah.
She was
At
a
Nifa,
classmate
yeah?
of my wife. Yeah,
Nifa?
Nifa. My wife was the deputy guest prefect.
Oh.
Annie was the NTP.
Herself.
NTP.
NTP.
Entertainment prefect. Sharp.
Where?
Sharp.
So
I'm not surprised that she sings at church and all that.
Oh my God. Anyway, so I guess that would so I'm talking about the balloting which is coming up on Friday, as reported on the Daily Guide.
You know,
There's all kinds of superstitions about this balloting, where some people are hell bent, they will do everything if they can, whether spiritually or physically, to make sure that they are number one. Because there's some bragging right that comes with positions, doesn't it?
I don't buy that.
You don't buy that.
I don't buy that.
You do not believe in
It's
those
about
things.
how well you have marketed yourself, how powerful your message is, the vision that you are carrying,
right?
You know, that will bring people along, and that kind of thing. I don't believe in that station wherever.
But the thing about the marketing thing that you've just mentioned, as is about how best you market yourself. I mean, position in terms of the ballot position can also help you to market yourself. I mean, you recall, number one.
I know.
Number one. I mean, I'm told it helps.
Some point it can work. You know, it makes it easier to identify.
Exactly.
It makes it easier to identify
yes.
the faces on the ballot and all that. So, but somebody is squeezed in there, but they manage to get him and they vote for him.
Yeah,
and he wins. So what about that? So I don't want to focus too much on the way they are positioned on the ballot paper.
You really don't you really don't think it's a big deal?
It depends on the way you look at it.
Okay.
It depends on the way you look at it. For me, it's about the vision that you are carrying.
Right.
The message that you talk about. You know, how prepared are you? I mean, how do people see you? How ready you can lead this party and to become the president of this country? So there are so many factors that people look at it. So you could see clearly that the timetable that the party put up is being adhered to religiously, i.e. when they open the nominations, they went to pick it up. They had opportunity to come and file. After the filing, they have to go through the vetting. And after the vetting, it's now for the balloting, which is coming off tomorrow. So the way you go, I'm not sure they will be there personally themselves. They'll be sending emissaries around to go and represent them to do that because they're all going around campaigning and all that. So it's a welcome thing that we want to see. What is important is that let's unite quickly.
Okay.
The unity is very key in this elections. Immediately we are done, whoever is elected, we all rally behind him. Then we will work hard and market the person for the people of this country. So I wish them all the best. I wish them all the best.
I see. Now, speaking about unity, I mean, for a party to also attain unity or to achieve unity, it's also important that you speak truth to power, or you come to the table with honesty, you know. And so, I mean, I'm one of those who I'm struggling to understand why some persons have been very, very, very livid and very, very upset with a former executive director of the Dankwa Institute. We all know that he's a leading member of the New Patriotic Party. We do know his relationship with the former president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. It's always an open secret. I'm talking about the owner of the Africa Legal Associates. I'm talking about Gabi Asare-Ochodakun. It appears his only crime is to say that de-emphasize this whole posture or this whole talk about sorry, apologizing to Ghanaians, de-emphasize it and rather trumpet the good things that Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has done. I mean, when you spend more time apologizing, you would have sent the wrong signal out there. You would have told the Ghanaians that you have failed. And if you tell Ghanaians that you have failed, you will struggle to go back to them in 2028 and tell them that they should give you another mandate. You've seen in that video. I mean, there's also talk about some meeting with Ashanti MPs where they told him, I mean, Gabi was in that meeting where the Ashanti, or these Ashanti MPs, you know, told him that they would prefer community roads instead of flyovers and some of the big tickets, you know, infrastructure, you know, projects. Of course, we've heard some of these Ashanti MPs who have, they went to town. They lambasted Gabi for that, and they said they don't recall any such meeting. But we just seen a video of Eugene Boakye, who was a former Subin MP, where he was talking about, I think he talked about that there was some meeting, but I didn't quite get exactly what the details was, but quite clearly he was also very upset about what Gabi has said. I don't know whether you have any thoughts, because it's about building the party, it's about uniting the party, and some of these things that appears is creating some tension, uneasy calm within your ranks. Do you have any thoughts to share on this Gabi state?
Thank you very much, Moro. But seriously, I wouldn't have touched on this thing because as we speak now, like you said, Eugene and few other people started responding to Gabi for the way he attacked the former vice president and our flag bearer in the 2024 elections. There's no doubt at all. His Excellency President Akufo-Addo, Vice President, worked so closely and so well. We had our good sides. We did so many good things for this country, but we didn't do all. There were times that the odds were against us. When you look at the situation in which we find ourselves in, the opposition at the time have to stress on that. A typical example is the Galamsey matter, the domestic debt exchange program. You see elderly people on the streets holding their walking stick and all that. It was a very tough decision for President Akufo-Addo to do. But hey, what can we do? So if you go to an election and you realize that regardless of all the positives that you had, there are certain challenges that you had and you make an apology, I don't see anything wrong about that. I don't see anything wrong about it at all. Because in your quiet time, you will realize that if you have listened to other counsel, maybe you wouldn't have taken that decision that you took. So for him to also to attack him that he's talking about apology, I don't see anything there.
Right.
I remember when the NDC were attacking us and beating us at every by-elections and all that. You remember the famous Oda Bidai matter?
Yeah.
When Nanado made that statement that it became an issue.
Yeah.
And then he took advantage of that statement that Nanado was a violent person. But you and I know that in Wally Nanado, he's a very peacemaker. But he was trying to demonstrate the fact that you cannot sit down to be bullied and be beaten all the time. Sometimes you need to stand as a man and defend yourself because it's legal. Nanado at a point have to apologize. If that statement that he made, people did not understand him well at the time, all apologies to the people of this country. And I think that is one of the reasons why people look into his eyes and the way he comported himself after the 2012 election petition, the way he spoke as a nationalist, they gave him the opportunity. So if Dr. Bawumia is saying that, look, there are things that we should have done better and we didn't do well, we are sorry. I don't see anything wrong about it. Anyway, Gabi is entitled to whatever he wants to say. But these are part of the democracy, the way you build up. He has aired his views, he has spoken about it. Those who disagree with him can also come and also make their points so forcefully. At the end of the day, we are building a party together. They should not stretch us. They should not tear us apart and Gabi is here, this one. No. He has spoken. He has shared his views. If you disagree with him, you can also come up. At the end of the day, let's pick the good things out of what is happening and move on as a united elephant family for the future of this country and our party. So for me...
There are some persons who are calling for Gabi to issue an unqualified apology. Are you one of those?
I don't want to be part of it.
Okay.
He's entitled to whatever he has said. And those who also debunk all that he's saying are also entitled to that.
Right.
So those who want him to apologize, fine, that is them. But for me, it's a party that we're all building up. You talk about it. I feel that, look, you shouldn't have talked about it at all. But he feels that, look, let me also talk. And he has spoken. So let's take the good things out of it and build it. Of course, we're all infallible. We are humans. We can make mistakes. But at the end of the day, that mistake should rather unify us as a strong elephant family and soldier on. So for me, I'm fine.
I see. In all of this, what surprises me, though, in all of this, I mean, I haven't monitored every media platform ever since this matter happened. I've monitored some media platforms, and I am a bit surprised that nobody has come up or come out to defend Gabi on what he said.
Well,
I find it very surprising.
And who do you want to come and defend him?
He definitely would have friends in the NPP.
Yes, then they should come and defend him.
Who perhaps share his opinion.
Maybe with time they will come and defend him. Maybe with time they will come and defend him. So they will come and defend him. So he has said what he wants to say. People who disagree with him has also responded. But in the response should not be in a way that could tear us apart. That is what my position is. Sitting here, we can disagree to agree. We can agree to disagree.
Yeah.
That should not tear us apart. So we should all be measured as to the kind of critiques that we do. Because we build the party together. We build this party together. So if every opportunity you have, you want to hit hard on the party and do this, you are not helping. So let us be very mindful and measured in the way we make all our contributions in all these things. Because nowhere cool. In the NDC, if you know what is going to happen, nobody knows. Nobody knows. And where we are now, NDC has been there before.
Right.
In 2000, when Guzi Tando left the NDC to fund the reform, you think the NDC were happy? They were not happy. Because Guzi felt that Rawlings should have given him the opportunity. Then he went and chose Professor Mills. May he so rest in peace. When Dobeda Samoa, in the Akufo-Addo, what do you call it? Congress, things that happened there, at the end of the day, Open have to form the DPP, with visiting and other people. Then recently it was the Nakodo Jima Rawlings. When Professor Mills was coming in 2008 general elections, he had to visit all these people. That didn't scatter the NDC. But they relied on the unity and the prowess of Professor Mills to bring all of them together. And that gave them the victory. So if we've lost the election in 2024, that is not the end of the road. It is a time of making a sober reflection. Where did we falter? What do you do that we shouldn't have done? We'll look at all these challenges and get the right people this time to lead the party. To be able to build the party again, make it attractive. You get what I mean?
I get
so
it.
For me, nobody should flock Gabi too much. He has said what he's supposed to do. If you disagree your view, by airing your view, it should not be so antagonistic to make sure that we want to tear ourselves apart. I don't want to be part of that school of thought. Not at all. We are building. So there are times that people will raise issues, will look at the merit of these issues. If you disagree with him, you can air out. At the end of this is how our forebears taught us. Our forebears, that is how they build this party.
Right.
In our party, nobody speaks and you can go.
Right.
You have the opportunity to speak. At the end of the day, we'll take the best out of it. Then we'll soldier on.
Okay. So your very good friend, Alhaji Haruna Alidu, who is
when he had a position, he has not called me.
Ablekuma Central.
He has not called me. I'm telling you, he's getting an appointment.
Yes. He
My
said
body. Congratulations to
Yes.
you.
He said I should say hello to you.
Thank you.
And
I wish him all the
happy
best.
to see you.
I wish him all the best.
Yes.
He's one of my good friends in the NDC.
He's a big man now.
Big man,
Yes.
yeah.
He's a CEO.
I know, right?
Of Zongo.
I know.
Development.
He should do things.
Fund. No, he's massive.
We should
large.
work because we established the Zongo Development Fund.
Yes.
We use that fund to develop a lot of Zongos in this country.
Right.
So I want to see what he can do. I
Okay.
wish him all the best, bro.
Okay.
I wish him all the best.
All right. So, Aboki, your very good friend and big brother says
He will do it.
Well.
I know Alidu, he will do it.
I know.
They should give him the support. They should give him the money. You see, there are two things.
Yes.
It's a matter of not sit in the office without the resources.
Yes.
When they give him the resources, I know a little.
Okay.
So passionate he has with work.
Yeah.
He can do a lot.
So you're one of those who was not surprised at all that he got it.
Not, in fact, at the point, the opponent was delaying.
Yes.
I was wondering where my brother is going to come up from. So I think about 2 weeks ago or a month ago, I saw on social media that he's been appointed CEO. I can't go and visit him. When I go and visit him right now, you'll be in trouble.
Oh, no, you can't. His office is in Jolo.
You know, I can't go visit him. When I visit my brother, he'll be in trouble.
Oh, why?
Oh, yeah, these NDC people, the way sometimes they do their stuff.
No.
It's sad.
Think so.
Let me tell you what happened yesterday.
Yes.
Bro, I was at the placement center at the teacher's hall.
Okay.
I've been going there for a couple of some time now.
Okay.
I was there on Monday to do some placement changes for some few wards in the constituency and all that. I never had opportunity. So yesterday, I went there personally. Whilst I was being attended to by the deputy director, then a lady, very fair lady, TikTok in a Noakes Marks, came and told the director who was attending to me that the first lady of our republic wanted to give her an assignment. I said, wow. But the lady was concerned because she was keying the information into the laptop.
Yes.
Then the lady came back the second time. That the first lady said she wanted to give her an assignment to go and do. The lady said, how? First lady, you mean Her Excellency Lodina will come down low to a director who is busy working on a national assignment to look at school placement? So I asked, is it because I'm seated before you? That's why the old lady is behaving that. He said, oh, Honorable, just calm down. Because I've done it with a lot of honorable members. So I'll find out whether indeed the first lady has asked me to come and see me to give me an assignment. But I saw it as a bit needless. Because if the Excellency, the first lady wanted, there are a lot of people around here that they can send them to go and do whatever assignment for her. But to come to that level, whilst the lady was busy working, then you come and whisper that the first lady want to give her a different assignment. Me na you.
She obviously lied.
Me na you.
She obviously lied. I mean.
So that is why I'm saying that some of these are NDC, the way they do that. When I was in office, they come to me, a lot of them. As a deputy minister, as a regional minister in Vaco, when I was in Vaco, I gave jobs to NDC people. The NDC chairman in Tema East, Kempiso Fusuwari, is my elder brother. He's aware. I gave them. I promoted NDC people. But let me go and visit Alidu right now. You'll be in trouble.
Oh, no. Please.
No, not even go. I'll just call him on phone.
Oh. All right. So if you won't go, me, I have to go on break.
You can go.
Yes, I'm going.
Because you are not a polygon animal.
Please.
They will sack him.
Stay with us. Don't go anywhere.
Start your kids' day the right way, filled with confidence to take on any challenge. Pepsodent Kids contains the right amount of fluoride and sugar acid protection to care for their developing gums and teeth. Grab either orange or strawberry so they brush with the sweet flavor they love morning and evening. Pepsodent Kids, giving your children a bright smile for a brighter future.
Ebusiafo ye mama kwaba eba Children's Palace. Nkwala nyema nyina fie enye. Yonkwala ntade mani mema nyina ntare nyina wase. Yonkwala shoes, yonkwala duane, yonkwala wipes, yonkwala diapers, yonkwala toys, baby coat. In fact, bibia opama omanyina obenye biwa ase.
located at East Legon Hills, Nana Krum KFC. Contact us on 059 6377 172. Children's Palace. Happy children, happy fashion. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Are you a headmaster, headmistress, parent, teacher, or an educator looking for high-quality textbooks for preschool, primary, and junior high school students? Look no further than Advocate Publishing Company. Advocate Publishing Company is a leading publisher of educational materials in Ghana that publishes very engaging, interactive, and comprehensive textbooks that meet the needs of students, teachers, and parents. Our textbooks are thoroughly published to make learning fun and easy. They are also designed to stimulate critical thinking, problem solving, and creativity in students. Make Advocate Publishing your preferred choice for all your educational needs. Explore our range of textbooks and educational resources. Visit us at the old GNTC yard near Kingsway, Accra. You can contact us on 0503 786 776 or 02408 06354, also 0531 600360, and connect with us on Instagram, X, and Facebook at Advo Publishing. Don't settle for less. Choose the best. Advocate Publishing Company, empowering young minds one textbook at a time. Thinking publishing, think Advocate Publishing.
Yes, next. Hey, Nadia Benson.
Me didn't tum. Mr. Freddy Calico, just call me cockroach.
Now, Mr. Freddy once now.
Hey, that's a new.
Improve car.
Yeah. Captain was key to double the action.
Me did this sasso spray. Mr. Freddy sasso quell.
Yeah, go to my sasso.
Tum preko.
Hooray, Ghana! The Ministry of Transport and its agencies invite you to the Ghana Transport and Logistics Fair 2025. It's the first of its kind in Ghana. From 22nd to 24th October 2025, the World Trade Center Accra comes alive with cars, shape, train, logistics, and plane dealers all in one place. Are you a modern car dealer? Do you sell electric vehicles? Then this fair is your platform to shine. Students and the general public will experience free electric car test drives, thrilling maritime showcases, and even free helicopter rides. All 15 agencies under the Ministry of Transport, plus global car dealers, airlines, logistic giants, and investors will be there with His Excellency John Dramani Mahama as our guest of honor. Register now at info.digitaligh.org or 0244 613 246 or visit our website www.transportlogfair.org. The Ghana Transport and Logistics Fair 2025. Beyond movement, resetting Ghana's transport future.
In my line of work, a confident smile is everything. Kel Charcoal Toothpaste keeps me on top of my game and ensures my smile is always radiant and bright.
With the tiring nature of my job, we spend several hours under the scorching sun. To keep our teeth white and our breath fresh all the time, we use none other than Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. You're on a Kessie and in a kit one.
Samayo Kendini, a who be here, Sametra Sapapadia to a mammy mouthful. Kel Charcoal's natural ingredients, and a bomb is a hobby, a man is swing, and a sense of Mama Hotter so a will bedroom.
Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. Choose Kel Charcoal Toothpaste for anti-cavity, whiter teeth, and fresher breath all day. Available in 80 gram and 150 gram. Grab yours today.
Kel, happy smile. This advert is FDA approved.
uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame. As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, mommy.
I'm the second coming. Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again?
Now I understand the whole delay. Trout from Kaswa, dear. Why wouldn't he be late? Or be late, of course.
Star 712 hash, star 712 hash. You go feel the luckiest. Copy from Georgia be luckiest. From not the cause she be luckiest. Yeah, you go feel be luckiest. No matter why you're luckiest. Everybody go be that luckiest.
God Kwame!
Send your God down for boom. If you put it with so would the coming of the Son of Man be. Hey. Is that his car?
Dial star 712 hash. Choose your ticket. Enter your lucky number. Follow the prompt and let destiny handle the rest.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
So why didn't you come to work? Oh, my mother's sister's auntie's daughter died, so we had to go for a funeral or an outdooring or something. All over the world today, reward is associated with performance. But here we have something we call across board. Across board. So the lazy one gets, the hardworking one gets the same. And what it does is it deters the hardworking ones from giving off more than they can. And so if we can put a performance management system in place, it should help us to overcome this weakness. I remember when I was minister, we had the first attempt, one of the multilateral institutions made the first attempt in collaboration with government to do a pilot to put in a clocking system. And I won't mention the ministry. We selected one ministry to start. There was almost a strike. Because it was linked to the accountant general. So when you came, you had to put your biometric and clock in. And then it will register that you came at this time. When you close, you clock out. And then at the end of the month, it will publish how long you were at work behind your desk and all that. There was almost a strike. We had to back down. But in the 21st century, I mean, why didn't you come to work? Now who says in Kyoto? And Kyoto. And yet we go abroad and it can be snowing, a thunderstorm will appear at work. You know, we need to develop the same attitudes and culture here. They say, why didn't you come to work? Oh, my mother's sister's auntie's daughter died, so we had to go for a funeral or an outdooring or something. So to address this, the Ministry of Finance, the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission, and the Public Service Commission have now created a pay for performance and productivity framework. And my hope is that this time this will work. Accordingly, I'm instructing these agencies to pilot the implementation of the framework starting in January 2026 as a crucial step towards institutionalizing a performance-driven culture that rewards diligence, information, and measurable outcomes in the public service. Recently, I've been watching the Public Accounts Committee, and it's so pathetic. You know, why must we every year congregate at the Public Accounts Committee, and then you hear all kinds of atrocious, you know, things. I mean, recklessness with public funds and resources. And so I have a meeting on Thursday with the Chief Justice, the Attorney General, and others to find a final solution to this Auditor General's report, that persons who are found guilty of infractions or do not follow due procedure or lead to loss of public resources, we must have a fast-track process to Nsawam, you know. fast track before you see you in Sawam, 6 months. You know, until we do that, until there's a deterrent, we're going to come every year and they say total misappropriation and infractions of found out by the Auditor General is about 15 billion cedis. I mean, if we save 15 billion cedis, can you imagine what it could do? You know, and so we're going to have a meeting, we're going to brainstorm. We've not fully implemented the constitutional provision. There's a part of the provision that says after the Public Accounts Committee has sat on the Auditor General's report, Parliament must set up a committee. What we don't know is whether it should be a parliamentary committee or it's a committee not necessarily made of parliamentarians to implement the findings of the Auditor General. Right now what we use is the audits, the ARICs. Every department is supposed to set up an ARIC. But once they've come from the Public Accounts Committee, virtually nobody follows up on what's the recommendations that were given. And so the audit reports implementation committees are not working. And so we must find a way where we are able to create a deterrent until people know that you can be held responsible for these things that you do. They'll continue to do the same thing. And so after Thursday, I'm sure we'll come up with some way where persons who are culpable of misusing the resources of the people will be held to account so that others, you know, do not follow suit. When I speak of a reset, it's not mere sloganeering. It's a solemn call to action. It's about restoring the fundamentals of governance, rebuilding public trust, and readjusting our institutions to serve our citizens with fairness, transparency, and a sense of purpose.
President Mahama told board chairs, CEOs, and chief directors of public institutions. At the center of the reforms is a directive for all public service institutions, whether subvented or not, to be fully integrated into a national human resource management information system. The president said it was unacceptable that Ghana, in the 21st century, still lacks a centralized personnel database.
You can't understand why in the 21st century government does not have a proper database of people that it employs. And so nurses and teachers have to sit for God knows how many months unpaid until some slow bureaucratic process goes from the district to the region, from the region to the headquarters.
Good morning, Ghana, on Metro Television. My name is Awudu Moro. I have the man, Daniel Ni Kwate Titus Glover, former Tema East MP, former Greater Accra Regional Minister, former Deputy Transport Minister, and a former head of Valco. Also joining us this morning, which is very uncharacteristic and very unusual of him because he's always very time conscious, is the man, the late Victor Kujoga Adawudu. This is the first time I've had the
Esquire.
Yes, Esquire. Yes, the difficulty of calling him the late, not as in he's no more. He's, as you can see, he's here. But like I said, he's been unusually late today. Council. First of all, let me ask you this. Good morning. Anyway, good morning. I hope you're fine.
Yes, I'm
is it true that I only have the right to call somebody a counsel if I'm a lawyer myself? Or I can call you counsel?
Well, counsel is just because the person is a legal practitioner, a counsel. I think everybody, it is when maybe people we refer to each other as learned friend.
Oh, okay.
Learned friend normally just means that
what
we have been, yes, from lawyer to lawyer, what we have been informed, what we have learned from our clients.
Okay.
Because sometimes it's something that you learn from, then they tell you. Okay. So this is my learned friend.
Okay.
Yes. So.
Oh, so not what you learned in law school.
No,
what
really.
You learned from your client.
Yes, maybe because your client has informed you.
Oh.
Right? You have learned something from your client, or he's giving you an instruction.
Okay.
So whilst you're addressing your counsel, your friend, you see, I have learned this, like you are arguing. This is what you are saying.
Okay.
Most of the time, what we say, apart from the law, it is what we have been briefed. We have firm instruction from our clients. So if you don't have firm instruction from your client and you do something contrary, it's seen as a misconduct.
Wow.
So it's a misconduct. So
is this the generally accepted view? Or
people always think that it's because you've gone to school, we sit in the same class.
The reason why we're called
learned friend
is because we've been to school.
No. I don't think that. No, I don't think that is the actual.
That's an interesting, revelation for me. Wow. Well,
yes,
good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you.
And how are you?
I'm fine. Let me apologize to our viewers. I had some emergency that I had to attend to. It's unusual of me being late to programs. So they should forgive me, especially some of our party folks and others who were eager to listen
see you,
to see me. It's just that I had an emergency. I apologize for that.
But I hope everything is under control.
We are doing well. By His grace.
I'm talking relative to the emergency. I hope everything is fine now.
Yes.
It's been sorted.
It's been sorted.
Oh, then we thank God. We thank God. Well, I mean, Titus Glover didn't say anything that you would have to necessarily respond to. So I guess that he's been very charitable and very nice this morning. So you don't have a problem. In any case, is internal issues, and you belong to a party that believes in Dufiasem as a foreign policy. So you will chop your house matter. This one is him, Gabi, and a few other issues, and the fact that Friday they are balloting, and I asked whether he believed in those who think that their position necessarily matters and whether it means anything. So if you're number one, doesn't mean you will win, and if you are at the bottom, doesn't mean you will lose. It says really, it's much ado about nothing.
We must be interested in what the opposition party is doing. Yes, okay. Because it is about democracy.
Right.
And when it is about democracy, when we don't have a party that can put the ruling government on its toes, where there is check and balances, then at the end of the day, if you don't take time, it will become despotism or authoritarianism, where we may suffer the tyranny of majority. So whilst you have the minority, you have the opposition, then the checks and balances will be there. And the opposition party always will be able to say what, whilst you're in government, you may not be able to say. The difficulties that the government may be facing and the rest. With the opposition, they are at liberty to say anything. That does not mean irresponsibility. Yes. So whilst they say some of the things, they bring some of the things you see, maybe even within government and your party, you may not be aware. That is why sometimes in government, it is good to quickly look at the opposition papers and what they are saying to find whether there's an iota of truth in what they are saying and some evidence. That would put you on a straight course to see that, look, this must be nipped in the bud. Because they get information from people in government who will not be able to speak up, whilst sometimes they tell them. So whilst you gather all the bits and pieces of information, it enriches democracy. And we must be interested because it's almost the same model, the platform that we use, they start from. It is only this time that they've turned it upside down. And we must also investigate and find why they decided to do the upside, the up-down approach, and what are the benefits. They also recently adopted what we did. When we had our former executives, we expanded the electoral college. I think that's something they have also borrowed from us. So it is good that we are always interested in what they do and who will become. Not forgetting the fact that political parties produces the leadership for the state. So if they are going to produce any leader for the state, we might be interested in the kind of leader that emerges.
I see, that's interesting. But they're saying that as for them, they're almost there. It's January 31. They will elect a flag bearer. You have a long way to go. I mean, I've seen some analysis that Paul Adumochi has done on Good Evening Ghana. Very interesting one. And it's about this balloting matter, which I discussed with him, where Friday they go, everybody, Kwabena Japan, Ken Dabam, everybody's going to know what their position is will be on the ballot. But it's just about 3 months away. They will elect their flag bearer. And the world will now be looking up to the NDC. The NDC, they're saying that they... Hello, Nimale. They are looking from a distance, but with very keen interest how things are going to pan out. We've seen the national chairman, we've seen chief of staff, and all the other persons who were told. It's not been confirmed, but it's been highly speculated would want to lead the NDC. So they say that they are close, but you have a long way to go.
Oh yes, even with the party constitution, for our constitution, when we are in opposition, 2 years to election, we must elect our flag bearer. But once we are in government, it is different.
Right.
Because governments must be able to steer their affairs, whilst even the politicking internally, it's in there. But once you're in opposition, you have to market your candidate. There's a lot that you have promised that you need to do. So it doesn't become like broken promises, like the ones we have known that was broken. So you are kept on to, and because you don't want to have that internal division conflict, because when it comes to elections, it's an emotional issue. People, excuse my language, that they stop thinking right, because it's about election. It's emotion, rates emotion, and people want to do all sorts of things. So yes. And they've even recently also borrowed something from us, that when we are in government, then the president is the leader of the party.
Yeah.
But when we are in opposition, it is the national chairman who is the leader of the party. I think they had it earlier and they changed it. And we had it, and they have now come back to that. I remember when BJ Darocha and the rest were there, he put his feet down and said the national chairman, whether in government or not. But there are some reasons behind why the flag bearer, when you become a flag bearer and the president, you become the leader of party. For good reasons. Yes, there are good reasons, because he is the man leading. He is the man who has to rally all the people that will have to come and contribute to the prosecution of the election. So the national chairman would have to cede the leadership to him. But whilst we are in opposition and there's no flag bearer in this thing, he takes over the leader. So it is a good thing.
So that's interesting. So it means the titles. For the first time, after January 31, when a flag bearer, or when you elect your flag bearer, he still doesn't become the leader of the party. It's still the national chairman.
Yeah,
wow.
with the new amendment that we did.
The new amendment that you did. Wow, that will be very interesting, eh? Because I think one of the fears for those who were proponents of the flag bearer being the national chairman is to avoid friction as to who has the final say as to what direction the party must go. I think that's one of the things that we're trying to avoid.
When the committee went round, these are some of the feedbacks that they had.
Okay.
So they put all together.
Right.
That's factored into the amendments.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. But finally, Kojoga, I'm happy you're here. Finally, on this internal party issue, I've heard some people who say that, look, it is true that per your party's constitution, if the party is in power, you have at least 1 year. That's what I say, right? At least 1 year, elect your flag bearer. So at least means that you can actually elect your flag bearer today.
Yeah.
But of course, for practical and commonsensical reasons, you would wait, which has been the tradition. Final year, I elect, then you elect your flag bearer. But you have a unique situation now, where your flag bearer, where the president can only do 1 term. In fact, he himself says he's going to do 1 term. He's not interested in continuing.
He's law abiding.
Okay. So, John won't go again.
Really?
John Mahama on the ballot again, on the ballot papers again. There are some people, I've heard all kinds of conversations about, look, the NDC would have to be a bit realistic about the times and perhaps think outside of the box in deciding that, look, even though traditionally we've been doing it at the end of the year, which is 4 years, so 4th year. But now the NPP is going to have a leader, a flag bearer, from January 31. Who would be the NDC's leader going into the 2028 elections? who can then slug it out with the MPP's flag bearer? Because it will be a bit incongruous for the president to be, I mean, not really incongruous, but it's not the best for the president to be seen to be debating or doing back and forth with the MPP's flag bearer. So the NDC would have to find a way of bringing its flag bearership contest a bit forward and get a new leader who would then be slugging it out with whoever emerges as the MPP's flag bearer, and not go by the tradition, which is, fourth year, you elect a flag bearer. I don't know whether you had that kind of suggestion. Even if you haven't, what do you make of it?
No, you see, there are good reasons why it is like that. Government is a teamwork.
Right.
And people within even government, every politician, his desire is the ultimate. I want to become the president or become a minister of state. So if we allow, whilst the president is there and we start the internal politicking and the red, may derail the agenda.
Okay.
So you want that team to be there. Secondly, if you do research, sometimes it tells you that it's not necessarily about the personality.
Right.
It is about the party. Because you're going to campaign based on the party's record. Right? If MPPs, after their flag bearership and they are going to campaign, they will campaign on the records of Kufuor.
Right.
His Excellency, please. I don't mean any
because Mr.
disrespect.
Kufuor is fine.
No, former President Kufuor. Right. They will campaign on the records of former President Akufo-Addo.
Yeah.
Right. So if NDC is going into the race, we will campaign on President Mahama's record. So if the record, it's something that we have achieved the maximum of what we have promised. Because in politics, promises is part of the game. And we have achieved what satisfactorily the Ghanaians want. I'm sure that it is the record.
Okay.
All we need to do is the personality, the person who leads.
Right.
Yes, his personality would also count, because when it comes to politics, it's about your character, your resilience, and how your persona also counts.
And your track record.
The track record also counts. But it is what the party does. It is the policies, the shift.
Right.
Right. So I think that even within 6 months, whilst they know, and the person, I know that whilst people they want to go for flag bearership, they will also be preparing on the ground. That is where the grapevine information and rumors you'll be hearing ABCD. So I'm sure that it was for good reason not to derail the agenda of government, because that is what we are going to campaign.
But the MPP flag bearer will hit the ground running. Yes. He would be going around telling persons who are not happy with the NDC, for whatever reason, that he has the magic wand to solve their problem. Don't you think that flag bearer would have what in marketing we call the first mover advantage?
No. Don't always forget that the record on which is going to be criticizing.
Okay.
So during your turn, when that same issue, what did you do?
Okay.
What did you do? So, like the 1 million one constituency, all those issues would come back to the fore.
You'll be very interesting. So, yes,
so you come back. Because they will ask you, you said this. Maybe what the president said I was going to do in 120 days. Right? Was he able to achieve it?
Okay.
Was it? So these are the things that measuring yardstick that they will put down and act.
Okay.
For NDC, when we go into, one of the things I know Ghanaians will ask for is that you spoke about Aura. How much have you retrieved from Aura? So these are yardsticks that the Ghanaian now is very alive.
Right.
The issues, because of social media, issues go well.
Yeah.
And people get to know.
Yeah.
So it is for us to also check ourselves.
Okay.
The flag bearer who is coming and the records
on
which you want to campaign.
So, Tatos, there's a gentleman called Alhassan Bosa, who is the NDC's Tema East constituency communications officer. Now, he's responded to something you said about how unifying you were when you were at Valco, and the fact that you gave people some jobs and things. So it really didn't matter whether the person was CPP, AAPC, whoever. I mean, once the person was capable of doing the job, you gave the person a job. So this gentleman has sent a message. It says, Assalamu alaikum. How are you, my brother? Bosa Al-Hassan Tema. Please, with the greatest of respect, I am the Tema East Constituency Communications Officer for the NDC. Your guest in the studio must stop the propaganda. He should mention the NDC people he gave jobs to. Beside that, was Valco his bona fide property? Valco is a state company and not his personal property. He is a bitter man. For the 8 years as MP minister, he has disappointed the people of Tema East. In your earlier conversation, he has participated in all the cultural activities of Homo Wokpelejo was because of political power and nothing else. He should focus on his election to unseat Nana B and watch how President JDM is resetting Ghana. That's what he said.
Moro, he's a character that I've taken to court.
Alhassan?
I'm telling you.
Oh, you're in court with him?
He has disgraced me.
Whoa.
On social media, said all kinds of useless things about me.
Wow.
Otokuno is my witness. Tetechai is my witness. Joshua Kamba is my witness. And my other brother, may you so rest in peace, Ade, are my witnesses. This is a character.
Alhassan Bosa.
I'm telling you. So the matter is in Tema High Court. Yeah. Number 2, I made referral to Kempiso Fosuwari. He's a communication officer. He and his MP Ashai, they fight Kempis. Why? Because I'm giving NDC people jobs in Valco. Yes, it's not my bona fide property. But I was the first political head to head Valco. And I'm proud that the employment that I did, I was not that partisan. I gave a slot to NDC people. This matter got to Esedum Ketia. Because when the rift between Ashai and Kempis was so up there, they held a meeting at Anchor of Hope, Roman Catholic Church.
You mean Ashai Odamte?
Yes.
The MP.
The MP for
So there's a lady called Esther Jabloko put before the national chairman. What is the relation at all between Titus Global and Kempis that they are employing people and it's only Kempis people that is employing? You know what the chairman told them? You think politics is anything again? You should be thankful that you have a chairman who is a friend to Titus Global and is offering jobs and giving these people. Okay? The work that I've done in Tema East in 8 years, I cannot match with second. Never. The work that I've done, the roles that I did in Tema Newtown Committee 1, he cannot match me. So many things. At my time, there was no free SHSO. When he was his MC in Tema, I used 60% of my money, common fund, to support education. Jobs I've created for the youth in that area. Then when you go to the health center, when it was MC, when the place was leaking, what did you use the money to do? What did you use the money to do? Apart from building, what do you call it? The 2 education story buildings in Awudum and Achamang. What did he do? Ashar cannot match me in anything. When it comes to development, he's there. Go to the town, pick your cameras, and go and ask them in town. Work that I've done in 8 years. He shouldn't bring himself this morning.
But you see, when it comes to politics and being in position,
yes,
I always liken it to celebrating a funeral. You know, when people come to the funeral, some will say, "Oh, it was nice. We were fed.
Yes,
we had a lot to drink." Some will also say, "Oh, they were wicked. We didn't even get food." I always liken it to that. So whilst you are in the game of politics, yes, some will be happy with you, some may not be happy with you.
He goes from disgracing my wife. This character.
Oh.
The titles.
Nasty things.
It's okay, we are on national television. You know,
shouldn't have even come in there.
You're a leader.
No, I support myself.
You're a leader. You're a leader. So once a leader, are you getting it? Even leader can hear wind, what the wind says. So in leadership, you meet different characters, but you just have to learn how to manage them. So those are in politics. You meet all sort of characters, right? But it is how you.
There's somebody I fed. This boy, I feed him. I give him money. He lives and says, I give him money. I feed him with his family.
No. It's just that you were an instrument of blessing to him.
But that is not how you treat people who help you.
God sometimes put people as instrument of blessing to others. But people, that is why people are ingrate, right?
Grateful character.
Sometimes, yes, you meet all these people in your life, but you have to move on.
All right, so gentlemen, I want us to look at the issue of the Auditor General and the reports that he produces from time to time. And the worry which has been expressed over, all this while, is the fact that it turns out to be a white elephant. Nothing is done out of the Auditor General's report. And of course, you cannot fault the Auditor General's report because Article 185 of the 1992 Constitution is quite clear what their mandate is. Identify, report, and recommend. That's all they can do. And then the other state institutions like UCO and CO, they'll take over and do what they ought to do. So I'm not one of those who would blame the Auditor General at all. Of course, you can have issues with perhaps sometimes some of the reports are not conclusive. So they give you a query, by the time the person responds, the report is already out. But those are, for me, that's not my focus. But there are people who consistently, the report is talking to us about people are dissipating funds and people are misappropriating and misapplying, and in some cases, clear theft, somebody stealing money, and so on. And yet nothing happens to them. And so the president 2 days ago met with CEOs and heads of institutions and so on and so forth. And he has now made some bold, pronouncement on what the way forward should be. Today's Ghanaian Times has reported it, and Julius Yao-Peteti and Samuel Agbewode, I hope I got the pronunciation correctly, from who says President John Dramani Mahama has decried what he described as the reckless misuse of public funds by persons mandated to protect it. President Mahama said it was grim watching the proceedings of the Public Accounts Committee of Parliament year on year, where public funds were dissipated without consequences. Now, opening of the 12th Annual Conference of Chairpersons of Governing Boards and Councils, Chief Directors and Chief Executives of the Public Services Commission here in Ho yesterday, President Mahama said the governor would crack down on persons who would be cited by the Auditor General for misappropriating public funds. Recently, I've been watching the Public Accounts Committee, and it's so pathetic. Why must we every year congregate at a committee and you hear all kinds of atrocious recklessness with public funds and resources? Now, we're told the chairman of the occasion, Togbe Akwede, the 14th, said the Agbogbo Mafia of the Asogli State underscored the need for a strong public service for sustainable growth. It says, yes, a continuous training so as to sharpen the skills to deliver on their mandate to enhance service delivery. But now, if you look at today's daily graphic, there's a part where it says that I have a meeting on Thursday with the Chief Justice, the Attorney General, and others to find a final solution to this Auditor General's report. Persons who are found guilty of infractions leading to the loss of public resources must have a fast-track process to end. Sawam.
You want me to take it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay.
What do you think of this?
Very fair comment. And I think that when you look at the mandate of the parliamentary committee, they don't have a prosecutorial powers.
Right.
After their work is done, they are supposed to make the necessary recommendation to the plenary. Based on the decision at the plenary, it should be referred to a state agency, i.e. that the police, CID, or the Attorney General for prosecution.
Right.
So these things are clearly there that need to be triggered, so that whoever have had infractions or whatever can be dealt with. If you've stolen, you've stolen. And clearly, the criminal code tells us how you should be handled in the courts, But it's not all the reports that leads to people stealing and that kind of thing.
Right.
Sometimes some debts that needs hanging, that need to be paid by state agencies, blah, 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 and all kinds of things. They're also there. But indeed, if there are infractions where people have dipped their hands into the exchequer and take some monies away or misappropriated for reasons not justified, I mean, the rules are there as to how we can deal about it. So for him, the president, to talk about it at a big forum like this is a wake-up call. That if you have been trusted into an office to manage government assets, it is your duty to make sure you do what is right, to avoid problems that will enable you to do the right things. I've been a deputy minister, I've been a regional minister, I've been a CEO. I'm always careful. I love my name. I keep telling my children, I love my name. I don't want my name to drag in the mud. That tomorrow they say, hey, Thaddeus Glover, when was given the opportunity, this is how he conducted himself. I keep telling them, you cut your coat according to your cloth. If I don't have, I don't have. The little I have, I will share it. I'm not a politician that is so critical that I wanted to make rich overnight. No. That's not how I was trained. The propensity for fast money to make it sure, hey, very careful. I'm very, very, very careful. So the name Thaddeus Glover is a branded name. And I have made my family proud because I'm the only politician in my family. So whatever I do, it has a direct or indirect effect on the family, both in Accra and other places. So clearly, what the president has said, and like you said, he has invited the CJ and the AG to look at it as to how they can fast track some of these things. Because he's a lawyer, sitting here. The lot of frustrations at the court. Sometimes the judges are unwell, they will not come, deferment of cases, adjournment, and all kinds of things. So he's saying that if there should be a fast-track court that could deal with some of these things, it's welcome. So administratively, he wanted to see how the CJ can support in that direction. The AG should take up the cases, whether to him or he can cede it to the police prosecution, CID, to continue to fast-track. So that people who are entrusted with authority to manage government funds, these responsibilities must be handled with care so that we don't throw money away, because these monies that are thrown out can do a lot of things. Now Galamsey is all over the place, and people need a proper water, and they are putting up what do you call it? What's the name of this water? Boreholes. All over the place.
Right.
Can you imagine the number of boreholes going to build? Can you imagine the number of schools it's going to build? Can you imagine the number of cheap compound it's going to build? So these things that is happening, it is a journey call that we need to sit and really diagnose it well and make sure people don't dissipate the funds.
Right.
But when you steal, you have stolen. The criminal code is there. They can deal with you nicely and make sure that you are sorted.
I mean, Victor, what's the cause of the inertia in prosecuting persons who are found to have either dissipated funds, or because I'm told even misapplication and misappropriation of funds in itself is a crime, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, why do we?
I'm
it's
sure
like
that
a yearly ritual. We only come and complain, but we don't see much being done.
Yes, I think the issue is, what are the bottlenecks?
Okay.
What are the bottlenecks that whilst the process goes on, after the committee, the Public Account Committee has looked into the matter, recommendations has been made. The recommendation to who? Is it the agencies to prosecute, to take it up, and they don't do it? Or recommendations are directed to the Audit Implementation Committee? Taking it from where Titus left it, you see, I've had this radical view that people come, look, sometimes the Psalms that they mention, right? I've been working. I've been almost 20 years at the bar. I've never seen it or held it and said, this is what I have. But I always tell my people that, look, I'm happy, I'm content with what I have, and strive hard to get what you have. But they have seen that there's no deterrent. Nobody is being punished. People finish, and when he asks, they say, oh, he's on retirement. So does it mean on retirement we cannot prosecute him? The radical view I look at is that if, let's say, at Dawodu, I'm at the position, I've embezzled, and I've been brought through the public account, and my name and my family name is blacklisted. You think, why they blacklist me? Any of my offspring or my family who wants to enter the public service will not have an opportunity.
Right.
Right? If you do this, you think the people over there will be reckless, knowing that their children, their generation may suffer entering into the public service.
So that's how far-reaching the implications should be.
That is how it should be. So if you are there, you know that, look, if I take any reckless decision, it's affecting my generation.
Yeah.
I may be gone, but my generation will suffer it because of the name, what you have done. Right? It's like they said the parliament should establish a committee. Now that is the audit committee we are saying. I think if it says a committee, the judiciary itself can say that, look, we are establishing a court purposely to go into this audited account. I'm sure that was when we were trying in the maze to find solution to this, that we came up, I think Occupy Ghana came up with some guidelines so that the Auditor General will be able to surcharge the people. I think it was done 1 or 2.
Yeah.
And I think the one of the high profile was the Crow Associates.
Yes,
the Osafo Mafo, that I think when they went to court, all the courts said that they were not given the opportunity to be heard.
Right.
It was just about, it was not the merit of the case.
Right.
So I believe, and I know that if the president meets the Attorney General and the Chief Justice, and we are willing, there's political will is there, then we should be able to have a division of the High Court where people can be prosecuted. Now, we have also found that sometimes the rules and the way, the justice system runs, it is slow. Can we? The Rules Committee says that when it comes to public accounts or public money, we have a different rules. Just like the commercial courts, they have a rule, but it is embodied and factored into the rules.
Okay.
When it comes to human rights, they also have some rules and the timeline. Can we look at it and say that we are setting up special courts, and this court is only dealing with public funds, and the timeline is given. So once timelines are given, and the people are well trained with those new rules, I'm sure we'll be able to go into this. People take public money and they think, oh, nothing would happen. They will talk about it. Once they talk about it, and that's where sometimes the politicians, they accuse the politicians like, oh, we are friends. He scratch my back. I scratch Titus' back, he will scratch my back. But in reality, that is not it. Everybody has principle. Although it is an interest that converge as a political party, within the party, we know each other. We know who is a dove. We know who is a hawk. We know who is, morally upright. We know who is not morally upright. But we all belong to the same party. It does not mean that because we belong to the same party, when there's a wrongdoing, we will cover it.
Yeah.
I think that this is something that must be done. Once you are blacklisted, I think in Singapore and Malaysia, the public service is the highest paid. People struggle to enter because they pay them well, and if you get something corrupt issue, you are finished. Even your family, they are finished. So before you get in there, there is integrity that goes with it. But we talk about it, and people would say, oh, we'll be able to go and facilitate the process, or we lobby the process, once we are losing money. So I think that the call by the president is in the right direction. And I've always said, if we are able to audit and check and set deterrent people will not take public purse and fund. When they see public money, they will really say, no, I won't go near this.
Yeah.
And once your name, your family name has been sold, you have been published, you have been named and shamed, even your children will come and be asking you, oh, Daddy, I heard they mentioned your name. What is it about? Right? The family will not even advise.
Yeah.
The other option, I was sometimes saying that, look, if you find this, you give query to the people who have done it. You give them first query, second query. They will have to answer. If they don't answer, you, the superior, who is supposed to give the query, you don't do it, you are sacked. You will see how people will take public service. Now, look, you don't come to work 2 times. You've been giving query. You know the third one, you're on the way.
Yeah.
Even your family in the village, when you go for funeral, and you know you have to go to work on Monday, they will even tell you that Saturday after the funeral, go back and make sure that you go to work.
Yeah.
But we don't do this. We don't do it. We only talk about it. So I'm happy the president is saying that, look, the reset is not only a slogan, he means it, and he will make sure that he walks the talk. And I'll be happy to see this, because the money we lose, sometimes I get a little bit shocked when I go to some of the institutions and they talk about some amounts. I hear some of the judgment debts here and there. I cringe. I'm like, it's a shock to me that people, this kind of amount goes through and they don't really seem to be that, oh, there's anything about it.
Yeah.
You know, yes, government is not able to pay for some of the services, contracts executed on time. But I believe people over there should be able to engage the people and say, look, we don't have money. Can we pay in installments? Can we do it this way? It's an act of negotiation. You negotiate with the people. They will also know, they understand the situation.
Yeah.
But whilst you leave everything recklessly, it's been done here and there, it's sad. It's sad that we still have public accounts committee. It's like a showman. It's a show. People come and they say, oh, we will correct it. Oh, we've taken a clue from it. Oh, yes, director or chairman, we've done ABC. Like the other one I was listening. How can you validate somebody who is dead?
Yeah.
Huh? For 20-something months, you validate. And it goes through the system. It goes through gift mix. Then the person who validates is left walking on the street.
Yeah.
He doesn't see anything. And when it happens, the next thing you see is he's running to the imam or the paramount chief or the pastor. Then they call you and say, oh, he's our son. He's a member of our party. Don't you know him? We are related. These things must stop.
Yeah.
And we must make it very punitive and deterrent for people to see.
Do you think that this re-emphasizes the importance of the public tribunals?
You know what?
Because it's part of your party's manifesto.
Yes. The public tribunals is part of, especially the regional tribunal.
Yeah.
It is something that has been anchored in the constitution.
Yeah.
It is still there. Maybe the mode by which it was, that we have to look at it and think about. But I think that it's a good thing if that would be a kind of tribunal that will be set, that will look into these state funds, because most of the tribunals were only doing criminal cases, and they were bringing in jurors from the same community.
Yeah.
The problem that came with it was that sometimes it became a source of lobbying and corrupt activities, because the two people sit with the judge, and the judge feels, I write the judgment, and these other people go in to cut the corners and the rest. And if they can overrule the judge, right?
Yeah.
They can overrule the judge and say this is the way. So we can find it. But I think that we now even have a lot of lawyers who are going on the bench. I think some are even being sworn in today. Yeah. We have a lot of lawyers from the magistrate. From the magistrate to this, and so we should be able to have a specialized court or a division that should be able to handle this. We should look at, yes, the tribunal, it's there, but we should look at what were the pitfalls, what was the challenges, and if we can refine it, I think that would be good.
There's a proposal. In fact, Daniel Yao Demolovo, who's a former Auditor General, he's made this very interesting proposal, and I want us to look at it after this break. But before we go on, let me just read a paragraph or two and see whether you would have an opinion on it. Now, he says that government should commercialize the prosecution of corruption cases. In his opinion, decentralizing the prosecution of corruption-related cases was not good enough, and that he was speaking on a theme, protecting the public purse, keeping the gate shut before the horse bolts. Mr. Domelevo opined that we can only deal with corruption when we allow private individuals and institutions to prosecute corrupt citizens for a living. If we leave corruption to few people and institutions, corruption will not be reduced. He suggested if as a nation we commercialize the prosecution of corruption cases, private citizens will be empowered to investigate cases on their own and prosecute to recover stolen public funds, knowing that they will receive a share of the recovered funds. There should be a generous reward scheme for anyone who successfully recovered proceeds of corruption for the government. So I'll pick your thoughts on that when I come back, because I'm trying to understand where Domelevo is coming. I mean, not saying you speak for him, but you're a prosecutor yourself, so you would have a better understanding of what Daniel Yao Demolovo is saying. So you're watching Good Morning Ghana on Metro TV. Please don't go anywhere.
Start your kids' day the right way, filled with confidence to take on any challenge. Pepsodent Kids contains the right amount of fluoride and sugar acid protection to care for their developing gums and teeth. Grab either orange or strawberry so they brush with the sweet flavor they love morning and evening. Pepsodent Kids, giving your children a bright smile for a brighter future.
Menya oden o tiantie mu amanfo ada wo hye me boso obeto phone na mame me phone na say dada menya oden
them was surprised ma
surprise ben
surprise
hey Kofi papa e phone o iPhone 13 nanya ne
ende me fankofo bi mienu o amuko circle ene ba ko ne ka chena dan for hour ono ode ni Ghana card ekọ EBA phone so a otua 40% pen e di phone ma no a da aka no betua ne kakra Timothy ya me drop na me so me call ho and me kwanya wo phone de brown.
Oh, Kofi papa me da say. I'm sure.
Wo EBA phones hadie, yeton iPhones ne ho akade nyina. Ye sanso de ma wholesale. So ye dealer na so pedodo atua. Anase afi na wo hye iPhone business na sia. Brian Sieye, hwehwe ye chira kwan e wo Accra Circle Mall. Any Tiptoe Lane, modern photos in chain. American Monso, ye ni Odor Rice ene di nhwenim. Kumase ye wedum ejekuma brunsan nim obetumi so hu ye e wo www.
Ama na semi general wobin enkoye kwao amama ye bohu se kontomra akija
na semi hu se me nyo basima kra ama me kunu ni me entukwankwa oyiwa enye mo give us GC lecture and in the capsules aye num bom ehho asem na mo kana e boa emma ene meme nyina na ma wo ba ye obesima na be ma so aye be masima ya we be boa wo kunu ama ne giant sa wo de hye ne botum na wonyinya na ninti sese ne oyi chekwo na
Give us
GC mixture, MMA capsule, Achisa.
A painful about one more menu for one kwada when if you do me a
Wabedum, time aso. Hey, J. Watch it, na learning. Missy, watch and learn. Makwaya mabesisia. Abozig. I can say no ya konati and the more drink woman. Hey, but I didn't mean. Oh, sorry. She knew her old days. Eji, Dabio, baby womb. Ready? Hey, baby womb. Ah, Eji, I'll cause some discomfort. Ah. Sorry, well, uncle, where would the dad? Why your funeral? At to phone for Arrowfield Trading. Sorry, it killed them all.
No mum share nanda daya was mosquito call esudu womunumu. Na say spray with them musa. Try sima edronum ansana ko dynamo.
And Kratoi FDA Ajatum.
Kwame and his uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame. As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, Mommy.
The second coming. Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again?
Now I understand the whole delay. Troll from Kaswa. Why wouldn't he be late? Or be late? Of course.
Star 712 hash, star 712 hash. Yeah, you go feel the luckiest. Coffee from Georgia be luckiest. From Natepia, cause she be luckiest. Yeah, you go feel be luckiest. No matter why you're luckiest. Everybody go be the luckiest.
That's Kwame!
Send your God up boom. If you put it with a so would the coming of the Son of Man be.
Hey!
Is that his car?
Dial star 712 hash. Choose your ticket. Enter your lucky number. Follow the prompt and let destiny handle the rest.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
Recently, I've been watching the Public Accounts Committee, and it's so pathetic. You know, why must we every year congregate at the Public Accounts Committee, and then you hear all kinds of atrocious, things. I mean, recklessness with public funds and resources. And so I have a meeting on Thursday with the Chief Justice, the Attorney General, and others to find a final solution to this Auditor General's report. That persons who are found guilty of infractions or do not follow due procedure or lead to loss of public resources, we must have a fast-track process to Nsawam. Fast-track before you see you in Nsawam, 6 months. Until we do that, until there's a deterrent, we're going to come every year and they say total misappropriation and infractions of found out by the Auditor General is about 15 billion cedis. I mean, if we save 15 billion cedis, can you imagine what it could do? And so we're going to have a meeting, we're going to brainstorm. We've not fully implemented the constitutional provision. There's a part of the provision that says after the Public Accounts Committee has sat on the Auditor General's report, Parliament must set up a committee. What we don't know is whether it should be a parliamentary committee or it's a committee not necessarily made of parliamentarians to implement the findings of the Auditor General. Right now, what we use is the audits, the ARICs. Every department is supposed to set up an ARIC. But once they've come from the Public Accounts Committee, virtually nobody follows up on what's the recommendations that were given. And so the audit reports implementation committees are not working. And so we must find a way where we are able to create a deterrent until people know that you can be held responsible for these things that you do. They'll continue to do the same thing. And so after Thursday, I'm sure we'll come up with some way where persons who are culpable of misusing the resources of the people will be held to account so that others, do not follow suit.
Failing which the Chief Executive Officer and the validators should pay. I stand by the auditor's recommendation. You are going to pay 3.7 million Ghana cedis. The Auditor General will take care of you. Thank you very much, Tamale Teaching Hospital. You don't respond to auditors. Maybe this is the only thing that is going to shake you so that you respond. You are discharged.
Mr. Chair.
Now, Bono District Hospital, please.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if I have the permission to.
You have the permission to.
Good.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. It is not the case that management teaching hospital do not just care. That is not the case. Respectfully.
Did you respond to the auditors?
That is why I indicate, Mr. Chair, that we responded out of time. I must admit, we responded out of time.
Somebody asking you to pay 3.7 million Ghana cedis, and you responded out of time. Yes. You were given about 2 months during the audit, during the exit interview, management letter, and you responded out of time. Hey, Masa.
Yeah, Mr. Chair. Respectfully, Mr. Chair.
When they say corruption is MPs, it's politicians. Sir, you are failing which the Chief Executive Officer and the validators should pay. I stand.
Is it that sometimes mistakenly somebody's name is taken off the payroll? It takes forever. Controller, it takes forever for the person to be put back on it. Sometimes it's a genuine mistake from the validators. And sometimes too, it is a way of some of the heads showing teachers where the power lies. Exactly. And it's very, very painful. Since Friday, we've had a lot of these reports. It's very painful that genuinely, your name is taken off the payroll for one reason or the other. You have to go to controller. Sometimes 8 good months. Is it that sometimes mistakenly somebody's name is taken off the payroll? It takes forever. Controller, it takes forever for the person to be put back on it. Sometimes it's a genuine mistake from the validators. And sometimes too, it is a way of some of the heads showing teachers where the power lies. Exactly. And it's very, very painful. Since Friday, we've had a lot of these reports. It's very painful that genuinely, your name is taken off the payroll for one reason or the other. You have to go to controller.
You're watching Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. My name is Aldo Moro. I'm here with Victor Kojoga Adawudu, who's a member of the NDC's legal team or legal directorate, and also Daniel Ni Kwate Titus Glover. He's a former Greater Accra Regional Minister and member of the MPP's communications team. He's also aspiring to become the national organizer of the MPP. So, Kojoga, I was asking you earlier about Domelevo's proposal, in terms of how he believes that we can deal with these acts of public dissipation. He talks about commercializing the prosecution of such individuals. What's your understanding of what he's been trying to say?
Yes, it has some challenges, a little bit of legal challenge, because Article 88 makes it clear that every initiation of criminal proceedings, anything, is done by the Attorney General for on behalf of the states. So that has to be looked at. And also, the same thing, the Attorney General has power to appoint any person to prosecute for on its behalf.
Okay.
The Attorney General has that power.
To delegate it?
Yeah, to delegate. That's
Like
why
it's
you
done in
see
the case of the
police,
yes,
the forestry, this sanitation, forestry commission, yes.
Okay.
So he has that power. But I think this idea had come up, I think during some of our strategy meeting that, you know what, you could appoint lawyers in private practice, people with integrity and morality, that you know these are not people that they'll be tempted whilst doing, you know, because you're going to prosecute for huge amounts. And already the workload on the attorneys within the department is so huge. So if you can get some of these private practice people that once you are able to prosecute successfully, then there is some percentage of what has been retrieved, just like debt recovery. If you're doing a debt recovery, there's a standard percentage that you have to take while you recover it.
Okay.
I think that's what he's looking at.
Okay.
And I know in Ioko, also they thrive of information. So if you're an informant, you have the information and you bring it to Ioko, and prosecution is done successfully, there's a percentage of that amount that has been retrieved that is given to you. So I think, yes, it's not a bad idea. We can look at it. Because people in private practice, you know, the way they approach litigation is different from how the states approach their litigation. One or two is because of maybe the bureaucracy, the people you have to report to, you have to write a memo. But in private practice, you sit down, you discuss, then you take a decision and your strategy. But this one, you have to go discuss your strategy with the top if your boss is in favor or is not in favor. And I always say sometimes, and it was confirmed to me, that I wonder why people who are even lawyers, they become ministers, they become directors or chief executive, and they know the law, but they do the contrary. Or even their subordinates will give them opinion and say, this is what the law says, and they'll come back and say, why did you give me this opinion? When you know. So for me, it's not like they don't know what happens. They know, but they want to find their way out. Because of maybe there is something they may benefit out of that. So it's a good suggestion. We can navigate and explore this and see if we can do it on a pilot basis.
Let me find out from you how this is going to work in practice. So is the Aegis Department going to announce to the public that we have these cases? If you are a law firm and you are interested in prosecuting them, apply. In which case the procurement laws would decide how things are done. Or the Attorney General's Department is just going to say, okay, these, how do you call it, chamber A, B, C, D, or chamber X, Y, Z, come and take up this cases and go and prosecute them. And then we have an agreement that says when you prosecute successfully, you're entitled to 20%. How do you think in practice?
In practice, you see, if we have to do it in practice, you have to prosecute for and on behalf of the Attorney General.
So would the Attorney General select you?
Yes,
or you would have to apply?
So yes, that modalities can be looked at. That the Attorney General can nominate and select. Maybe you go through an interview and see that, yes, I think this person will be able to do it based on his track record, based on his experience. And, you know, as lawyers, we know each other. We know our firms. We know who will cut a deal. We know who won't want to cut a deal, right? So it is the prerogative of the Attorney General to initiate. So it has to be on behalf of the Attorney General that you are prosecuting. So whilst you are doing it, you have to be giving reports to the Attorney General as to the stages that you have gotten to and how far you are going to do that. I think that would also take off some of the burden of the attorneys. Sometimes I go to the attorneys, and when I speak to them, it's like, you see, they say, oh, but this could be done. I say, no, you have to go through a process. Sometimes you need money to just even buy some A4 sheets. You have to go through a process, the bureaucracy and the rest. Unlike when my clerk calls me now, I'll say, I'll just send Momo. I say, go and buy and let's get the work done, right? So this is an idea that we can explore and see how much is involved, how much we can retrieve. And I believe that is also another way of doing it is the plea bargaining. Right? It might not sound well that somebody has committed a crime. He has to be punished. But he says that I want to refund some or portion of what I have stolen, and the rest I'll go scot-free with it. No. There should be modalities, things that are put in place that will make sure that you have the pain. That pain is inflicted on you and serves as a deterrent, even though you have refunded that money, right? That pain is what society is looking for, that deterrent, so that tomorrow somebody will not do the same thing and say that. So plea bargaining is also another way. The Attorney General can decide and say, I will go with the plea bargaining or not. And also the court itself. The court can also look at it and say the terms, no, I don't think the terms is punitive enough or will satisfy that requirement that we have to do. So this is not a bad idea. I think it should be something that should be explored. We should sit down. I always say 2 heads are better than one. Let's explore it. At the end of the day, what do we want as a society? The society wants that all monies stolen or have gone into wrong hands or did not go through the due process should be refunded and people punished.
That's fine.
If we sit down and we all agree to it, I'm sure at the end of the day, we'll all be happy that those money have not gone down the drain.
I see. So for instance, you'll be surprised when, because we're told that the president has invited the Attorney General, as the title said, the Attorney General, the Auditor General, and I believe the
Acting Chief Justice.
The Acting Chief Justice to a meeting to deliberate on the way forward. So I'm sure that some of these ideas will come up. Because the thing is, it ought to be done, and it ought to be done effectively and quickly. You know, and that was any final words? Because I want us to move to Ghana.
What I mean is, see, in the Constitution, the Attorney General is the only Minister of State whose role is clearly defined. So, with that power that he has, he can delegate. This is what the police is doing, UCO is doing, and
even
special
the OSP.
prosecutor. That is all they are all doing. So this meeting that the president is inviting them to is to look at the administrative way of how to handle some of these cases and fast track them. And I'm happy you mentioned about the commercial courts. The fast track courts are there. And I don't believe in the tribunal system. Because when you talk about tribunal, it reminds us what happened in the days of Adam. What you used to do all kinds of funny things. You know, if you want to open up more courts, he just promoted 41 high court judges, elevated some to appeal and 7 to the Supreme Court and all that within 9 months. This is what he has done, and he doesn't see anything wrong about it. If it is somebody, you say that he's loading the court with MPP people, you know. So clearly we are with him when it comes to the fighting of corruption and dealing with people who have really, really soiled their hands in terms of taking state money, you know. And it is a clarion call for everybody. When you are given a responsibility to manage, it's not only about money, it's about people. You go to some institutions, they even relate to their people. It's questionable. And very soon, because their party is in power, the way they raise their shoulders, the way they talk to people, as if there's no tomorrow. Tomorrow, as if there's no tomorrow.
Yeah.
The way they talk to people. So it is something, in as much as the president is looking at these things, if you look at the way people he has appointed, the way they relate, the way they talk.
Yeah.
Because I'm in charge. Who are you? So they need to be cool down and make sure we serve this country and serve it well. Because one day you go, for me, I want to protect my space. I don't want my name to be soiled. So I'll not dip my hand in any government money. It's more easily. So clearly what Domero is saying is trying to come up with some innovations, some novelty as to how we can fast track some of these things. So the backstops to the Attorney General as to what he's going to do to make sure that you seem to be doing more action and not these selective arrest and prosecution, whatever he's saying. So for me, I support it.
All right, so let me read a few messages and then I don't know whether we have enough time to do Galamsey because we just have about 10 minutes. But this one says, good morning, Simons Avagna, parliamentary, is the dean of the parliamentary press corps. He sends a message, he says, good morning. In the MPP constitution, the chairman is always the leader of the party, whether in power or in opposition. Under President Kufuor, he tried to change it, but it didn't succeed. But in 2015, when the MPP forced out Chairman Afoko, former presidential candidate Akufo-Addo then forcibly assumed the leadership of the party. So, till this morning, the MPP constitution has not been changed to make the flag bearer the leader of the party. Thank you. That's from Simons. Simons, thanks for the message. Tafa Inamrai says, Audu, good morning. The president proposal is the way to deal with these corrupt officials who stole so much like there's no tomorrow. Audu, anytime corruption is being mentioned, people are quick to point the fingers towards politicians, judges, and police. But I can assure you that the most corrupt are not these people, rather the public servants and civil servants. Even our metropolitan, municipal, and district assemblies staff are the most corrupt in this country. It's a fact. Okay. Sandy Saliu says that it says, Assalamu alaikum. I think individual wrongdoers alone should be made to face the law. The person's surname has already cast a slur on the family and is more than enough. That's why the Holy Quran says, no bearer of the burden shall bear the burden of another. With only 8 months in power, technically speaking, who are the ones the PAC are grailing? I want an explanation. Very mature discussion. Good morning, Sani Sali, who sends that message. Papa BCU says that, good morning, Santa. Good morning, Papa. How are you? It says that, hi, bro, President is talking about dissipation of public funds. But you see, here's the worst form of it. Judgment debts, and this one happened often under the MPP government, and Kufuor and Nanado. Seriously speaking, Isofoton and Woyome issues all happened under the MPP government. They intentionally canceled their contract and told them to go to court for judgment debts. Do you think that the above are the only ones? Yoko must investigate all past judgment debts under the MPP government. Papa Bisu Spintex, Accra. Sebastian Syme says that from Accra says, Moro, a very good morning to my good friend, Honorable Daniel Ni Kwate Tatus Glover. He's one politician I've always admired for his love for Ghana. He says it as it is, no matter whose ox is God. We call ourselves Kintanki. Eh? Is it Kintanki? Kantinka.
Kentinka.
Kentinka. Again, I see. All right. So I guess that we would have to. Okay, so Amin from Tamale says that when you hear corruption, what comes to mind are politicians. But public servants and civil servants are more corrupt than politicians. Take it from me, Moro. All right. He also wants me to find out from you. Amin from Tamale says I should find out from you. He says, please ask Titus for me, could the name Ghana be derived? Is it possible that it was derived from Ga?
No.
No, there's no correlation whatsoever. Okay, that's fine. So Mystic Wonder, inside in Sawame Doji says, good morning. Good morning to you, the champion host. Accountability is an integral part of good governance. So the criminal enterprises in the MPP should be ready to dance to the prosecution tune. Cocoa farmers are grateful to President John Mahama. Ghana will work again under the tried and tested President John Dramani Mahama. And he says, greetings to Oliver Kevo. Okay. Musa Abatwa in Asawasi says, more, I agree totally with panelists that the use of state funds must critically be looked into. However, I'm quite disappointed in the way some sections of the media are handling the Galamsey reportage. They are always quick to accuse the government but slow to acknowledge the progress being made. NIMO's sustainable interventions are yielding positive results, clearly showing why a state of emergency isn't necessary. At this stage, President Mahama deserves commendation for his firm commitment towards eradicating galamsey once and for all. Greetings to Chief Deborah. So I'm getting these reports from a source. I don't have the person's permission, but I think it's about NIMOS. And we're told NIMOS is in full action at some place. Let me see. Look at this. Look at this. It says, okay. I want to just read this, and then would wrap up because our time is almost up. But anyway, I'll look at it later. But it's about NIMOS. They are going on a wild crackdown of many of some places where galamsey is taking place. But anyway, so we have 10 minutes, and we have actually 5 minutes. We don't have all day. Otherwise, I would have wanted us to discuss galamsey. But we'll do 2 quick things before we go. Yesterday, did you watch the Black Stars game? Kojoga, did you watch the Black Stars game yesterday against Central African Republic?
No, I listened to commentary.
You listened to commentary.
Yes. Where I was.
What final did you watch the game?
I watched Nigeria movie.
Why?
Because that Black Star the Breaker has too much.
Oh.
I was in Parliament when there was pressure to change Kwesi Appiah.
Yes.
I caught the eye of Speaker Okwe. Told them that all the coaches that have won laurels for this country in football are not white coaches. They're Ghanaians. So if we need to build Kwesi Appiah, let us touch him with some of these clubs, international clubs. I talk and they suck him. Quite recently, I was hearing that people are going after Otuado, that they don't want it. I don't mind. I'm a Ghanaian. I'll support the Black Star, but I'll not waste my time to go and see BM and watch them play. They'll break my heart. So once in a while, you go. I quit Nigeria movie, and let me go on. If they win, they win. That's it. I don't waste my time on watching Black Star. They'll break my heart.
You say you monitored the.
Yes, I listened.
You monitor commentary.
Yes, I listened.
Because when they are playing, you don't see cohesion. You don't see teamwork. They are playing individual football, and this is the work of the technical bench. Why do you play individualism? It's not help. I've played football before.
Oh, really?
My last club was Afionia United. 1993, 1994 football season.
Okay.
We played as a team. But everybody wanted to play his individual skills, and it's not helpful. And that is the work of the bench. So for me, I watch Nigeria.
Technical bench.
Yes,
as I listen to...
Have you been impressed with Otuado since he took over the how do you call it? He took over the Black Stars?
No, not too impressive. Not that impressive. I think that is why if I may borrow, or what the sports minister said yesterday, he was lucky. It's just that he was fortunate that we have won this game because, football is one thing that unites us as a nation. When it comes to football, there's no NDC, there's no MPP, there's nothing. So people become very emotional when it comes to sports, especially football. And whilst the Black Stars, their performance has been something not too good to write about, we are having hope against hope that they will qualify and at the end of the day raise the flag of Ghana high as we go to the US. Because the number of people who wants to go and cheer up the Black Stars is huge from all sides of the nation. So yesterday when we actually won, you could see even the atmosphere. The commentary from everywhere, people are happy that at least here we come, America, here Ghana comes. Whether we draw or we win, we are going to America. I think the essence of what you see is that these people, this current crop of generations, they've been playing together for some time now. But as he says, the technical bench, the cohesion within the team. And one of the things I've come to realize is that when the players are not willing or the technical bench is not supporting them, they will play in a way that at the end of the day, they know people will be angry with the technical bench. When they are happy, the players are happy, they play out their heart. So the technical bench needs to forge that cohesion, that relationship between them, because once they win, they also benefit, and the players benefit. And at the end of the day, society is happy with them. You know, there is no time anybody will ask how much a coach earns when we are winning.
Yeah.
Nobody asks how much the technical bench is taking when we are winning. But when we start losing, and people start losing the interest, that's when these issues come up. So it will be good for Otto Addo and his people to up their game, But if they don't, I'm sure Ghanaians will come after them. That's what I can say.
You know, there are many people who say he has qualified us to the World Cup, but he's not there yet. You know, I mean, look at the type of coaches he's going to meet. You look at Spain. There's Coach De La Fuente, the Spanish coach. I mean, you look at his record. You're looking at the likes of Thomas Tuchel, England. You know, you're looking at the likes of Julian Nagelsmann, Germany. I mean, these are top coaches. But this Otto Addo,
I'm told he's a recruitment.
Is De La Fuente.
Yes, Charlie, we have time for Galamsey. Let's deal with it.
No, our time is up, unfortunately.
Oh, no. Why did you hide Galamsey at the end?
Galamsey. We discussed Galamsey.
Okay. No, Galamsey is my turn now. Okay. The impunity is too much. I hold in my hands. They are a abridged version of.
Anyway, all I'm saying, in fact, before you
resetting agenda, jobs, accountability, and prosperity. Page 7 is a promoting responsible mining for sustainable development.
Okay.
Brilliant headline.
Yes.
And they said the NDC government will wage ruthless war against the illegal mining menace and roll out an aggressive program to reclaim all polluted water bodies, degraded lands, and devastated forests. Quote and unquote.
Okay. All right.
And
don't let him go on.
Where they'll take us off.
Let me talk, then they take you off.
No. We have to wrap up.
The impunity is too much.
I hear you.
It's too much.
Okay.
The way this guy sat on high horse, attacking President Akufo-Addo and all kinds of things. Today they are mute.
All right.
No. But
cool down.
Titus.
Cool down. Look at the water body.
8 years.
That's in 1 minute.
Please. 8 years.
Galamsey didn't start from 8 years ago.
No.
When Professor Mills was there, Galamsey was there.
Do you know we have
President Mahama was the vice president.
We have a coordinator for responsible.
Don't say 8 years.
No.
Go back to Professor Mills' time when you raised your hand in despair. You couldn't fight it.
No.
We came and did our bit.
No.
And look at what is happening. You are doing selective arrest. Your people are doing Galamsey. You are mute. You are quiet.
Okay.
Every morning,
bring them out. Mention their names.
The president knows who are doing the Galamsey.
No, mention their names.
He knows who are doing the
will
Galamsey.
shame them. Listen,
the national security boss, he knows them, your own people.
So let me end with this. Kwame Sarpong said to
what are we talking about?
Kwame Sarpong said to say.
And knee jerk, you go and arrest one to me as if you are in court. You know your people who are doing the Galamsey. Arrest them too. And prosecute them.
So we're going.
So which means you will not be arrested.
So I'm not saying arrest him. Or you know your people.
They are not saying
doing the Galamsey.
They are not saying he's.
Let me do
he's guilty.
Football.
He's been put before court.
No.
So for Ghana not to so for Ghana not to qualify, Madagascar must beat Mali 8-0. And Ghana must lose 1-0 against Comoros. And it says, as for this one, Otto Addo can even make Kofi Adams the goalkeeper.
I said the president
happening.
Can only succeed.
He can even play me as a central defender. Nothing will change.
Look, he can only succeed when he does the right.
Okay. All right. Daniel Ni Quartet Titus Global. Thank you very much for joining us. And also, Kojoka Daudu, thank you very much for joining us as well. My name is Audu Mo. Thanks for watching Good Morning Ghana. Assalamu alaikum. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Recently, I've been watching the public
Birthday.
Victory Garlic Mission na watini dina tia ni say na aduro ni tie na no kwasem ne say aduro we adwuma ye titru pa ne say ebeboa ananna ne srade e wo ni padua ni muntin mu ama ohu atɔ kura de di kan oba bi wo ho a okomfikyiri a ema aduro a wunya ye